Hello, everyone, and welcome to Failed Save. My name is Vince Casso, and I'm about to receive some very angry replies after this episode. This is episode 2 of our new campaign, and is titled The Swimbo's Swimbro.
Oh my god, he's gonna
This show utilizes the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game system in my homebrew setting of Boros, and is completed by a wonderful cast of adventurers and a special guest. Let's meet them.
Oh, it's me again. Okay, hi, I'm Gina DeVivo. I'm gonna be playing Poppy.
Ring the gong!
Ring a ding.
Gina! Fight!
Introduce Gina!
We are both she, her. And I'm new here.
Now you all have to sing it.
No, that's enough of that.
1, 2, 3,
Our audio is dead on here for it.
Practice
Thank
for
you.
month. Everyone shut the fuck up and let me talk. Hi. You guys got quiet.
Yeah, Priya,
Shut
first
up.
of all, it has
You were
nothing.
very mean.
I need to be clear that at any time, if you tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it.
No, please enjoy your life and be just the best version of yourself that you can be.
Yeah, but
You're perfect.
what if you're mean?
You shut the fuck up. I'm
Agreed.
agreeing.
I will take that stylus away from you, sir.
You can certainly try. I am playing Kai, your changeling bard. And both she and, well, actually, my pronouns are she, her. Kai's are truly any, because gender's a construct when you can be whatever the fuck you want. We can swear this time, right?
Yeah!
Yay! But
The Fox is back.
Hey everyone,
we're best friends.
the Fux is back. I'm Anthony Carboni. I'll be playing Klulik, your Aarakocra monk. We are both he, him. Yeah, you are.
Hi, I'm Damian Haas. I am playing Squangarlo, the aquatic. Thank you. The aquatic half-elf artificer, bardificer, Swimbo. I think, right? I don't know.
Nailed it.
Somewhere in there you did say all the things
You
you
did
said.
it,
all
you
the
did
things.
it.
I got there.
Wait, now Squangarlo gets the
I don't know. You haven't been saying the same thing, have you?
No, I've
Okay,
grown.
yeah. Because the thing in my head's not going off every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
The thing in
It's
my
the noble,
head.
forthright, and caring. Anyways, finish
Yeah.
your thing.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Both our pronouns are he, him, and I'm back again this week, even though I'm a guest.
Yay!
Hooray!
Which we don't normally allow guests to be here.
That is so
That's
true.
true.
We couldn't keep him out.
Hi, I'm Sage Ryan.
Oh my
God, that's too loud.
Yep.
I
love
That's
you.
the last one.
got some sensory
tonight
processing disorder
I-
myself.
She didn't get in trouble.
No.
My history book.
Tonight I'm playing Dazzle. Dazzle is a fallen Aasimar Sorlock, and we both use she, her pronouns.
You're in trouble.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kaylee Bray, and I'm playing Ella Britt, your Turtle Death Cleric, and both of us use she, her pronouns.
You had a fully normal intro.
Also,
Yeah.
someone just sent me a screenshot. My ears are glowing on camera right now.
I can fix it,
You can see like through my ears.
You know, it
Don't
was
worry about,
discussed. It
You
was.
said it was better.
No, I said his ears are translucent.
Nobody told me.
Vince, I know the way the
I was
story
under
goes.
the
Santa's gonna
impression it
show up
had
soon.
gotten better.
It's gonna be dope.
I'm radiant.
No, you said it was better.
Will you guide my sleigh tonight? Okay, here we go. And remember that you.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
people agree.
Anthony.
You look so good. Your ears are positively glowing.
Thank you.
You're
I can
radiant.
fix this. I
No,
can
they
fix
say
this.
It doesn't
Ears are
help
burning,
they
people are
stick out
talking
like a
about you.
foot in either direction. And remember that you, at home, have a nefarious amount of power over our story. We have a series of donation tiers allowing you to do everything from banking up rerolls, granting a player a Shimmy Stands product, now owned by Commonwealth Capital, kicking off The Office-style confessional cam, making something supernaturally sticky as hell,
Uh-oh.
and finally, you can kick off an Oops All Timothin, where the world becomes infused with our favorite bad spicy boy.
Oh, man.
And if we hit our goal tonight, we will have a special mini Q&A with our very own Beniantha, where our favorite German rock offers our heroes advice and answers your questions in chat live. But now, it's time for a story. Our last episode saw us all coming together once again after nearly a year apart of traveling, of tea shopping, of self-fulfillment, finally reuniting to honor Murray as Meridian, who had passed on. I know!
No, buddy, no, buddy, no.
It's not, Vince, it's just your ears.
No, I fixed
your
it.
ears.
No, I fixed did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they're
Really
fixed.
not.
It's not.
It's
There's
Okay,
something
great.
else that's wrong with you that we're not going to tell you that you can just sort of think about.
Can you
She
figure
just
out what
moved.
it is?
She just moved the light.
If
Okay.
you guess what we're laughing about,
I
I
don't.
promise I'll pay attention.
Okay, wow.
Wow.
I almost prefer you didn't.
Respect.
We were at Murray's funeral. It went great. There were a lot of
did.
spicy boys there. We found out Shimmy Stands got bought out by a venture capital firm. Everyone got to know each other once again, and there was also a mysterious new Fae performer at the funeral. The very intriguing woman named Poppy, with her mechanical little not metal monkey and servant hand as well.
A steel defender.
Steel Defender. Fest joined us as well, but Bemone Bora could not accompany her because she was busy dealing with the Furbolg who were being evacuated from the Spring Wild portion associated with Tareve. As the
It's not marital
It's not
stuff.
about
It's
marriage.
not
it
marital
has
stuff.
nothing
Stop
to do-
asking.
they are as strong as ever. They're so good. So good. The funeral continued. Eulogies were read. Many heartfelt honors bestowed upon Asmund. I'm looking at Gina when I say it. I miss him so much.
It was a special episode.
It was a very special episode. I love how you just were like locking hard eyes to anyone who was
Really
talking.
was.
You were
It's
just
like,
you were
do
so
your
in the
eulogy
moment.
to me. Straight in my eyeballs. I loved
Look
every
me in my dead eyes.
second of it. I loved it.
Before long, we also saw the appearance of an unusual changeling herself, also with Fae ancestry by the name of Kai, who, after a long conversation with Poppy, was brought into the group where they all decided together to journey to Tareve. Ella, vaguely remembering that Philemon gave her a very sternly worded prophecy regarding that, and the rest just happy to tag along.
I think that my words were, I feel like somebody said something to me about Tareve at
That
some
was it,
point.
yeah.
And you were right.
It was
That's
true.
The thing is, you were right.
So we got there.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
However, upon pulling into the coastline around the southern part of Tareve, the territory known as Gold Plains, Poppy spotted a little bud growing off the tefril of the ship.
Okay.
And
bud.
I learned a boat
New
word.
boat word.
I learned a
New
boat word.
words.
However, the bud, after blossoming into a flower, smiled at Poppy, grinned in this horrible, toothy, thorny, actually, grin before taking over the entire ship. Tendrils, vines shooting out everywhere you can see, killing crew, turning them, in fact, into trees, bushes, flowers, making them beautiful in the most horrible and painful ways possible before dragging the ship aground onto the beach. And the ship finally scrapes to a halt on the beach, the tree line just a dozen or so yards from the sand. The vines have not had their fill, however, as you watch more of the crew and passengers attempting to scramble up the sands claimed by the flora. Some are dragged underneath the sand with barely a sound. Others let out pained, blood-curdling screeches as they turn to divvy trees before your eyes, their limbs distending. I had to look up beech trees. Their limbs distending, hardening into wooden branches and trunks. The vines are working their way up the beach right now towards you. What are you doing?
Astral Chirp went in for a punch, and so I think he gets it.
You were punching the plant.
Punching the plant.
Punching any bit of plant around you?
No, I went up to the actual bud.
The original flower.
The one true flower.
Great. Well, then you'll be the furthest behind in the group.
Well, it's Astral Chirp, so I
Oh,
can
that's
be,
true, you
I can
cast
be
your-
anywhere up to like 60 feet away.
Well, hold on. So then where is Klulik then?
Klulik is definitely following everybody.
Okay, so just like
Slowly, he's
placidly just, yeah.
Klulik was floating above the boat and is kind of flying forward, but is trying to stay. You know what I mean?
I'm feeling
You know what I mean?
yeah.
If
We're
he doesn't get to take the hit, he doesn't get to take the hit. But I
Hell
think
yeah.
he's still in range.
Roll me the attack with advantage anyway. A big giant, because it's grown to the size of, I mean, we're looking at something roughly a horse-sized flower now on the taffril of this ship.
We love a horse-sized
I'm never
flower.
going to stop saying taffril. Taffril. I can't stop. It's such a fun word. The rest of you, what's
I think
happening?
I did an attack too before we.
Well, so many of you actually did an attack on the various bits of plants that were
Yeah.
accosting you. before the ship was now flung onto the beach, and ostensibly you would attempt to make an escape, but that's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I just can't remember. I feel like I rolled really low and got entangled in a vine. And I'm being honest about that.
You were the only one who failed your deck save. That is true.
Sounds
You
right.
took damage for it. You were infected by this whatever energy it is.
Okay,
You were not, however, entangled. You are still free to move.
Oh, okay, cool. That was the clarification that I needed.
If we were saying things we did, I'd probably cast Armor of Agathis.
You actually did.
Actually,
You
you did.
actually did.
I probably
You said
did
you
that.
did,
That
yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
There's no
You
probably. It
described it
happened.
and it was very
Yeah,
cool.
we were
It was
there.
literal. It happened.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's an 18 to punch a flower.
Great. Roll your damage against Flower for Astral Chirp.
Amazing.
Kai, Poppy, what are you guys up to?
Well, if I've gotten off the boat, I want to make sure that the Steel Defender stagehand is okay, because Little Spoon is with me.
Certainly.
So, where is he?
Are you looking for Steel Defender? Would it not have been with
I-
you?
Yes, no, he probably would have been down in the under of the belly.
Great. Now, how do you typically control the Steel Defenders? Like a telepathic connection?
Not quite. It's like I yell and he hears.
Okay. So you'd like to look out for him, or do you want to do a yell to call out for the Steel
I
Defender?
yell.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's not a roll.
Get up here! We're under attack!
Now, let me into the Steel Defender's personality a little bit. Does it listen to you readily?
Yes, it's like, I would say a bit like Thing from Adam's Family.
Great,
Like,
okay.
obedient and but feisty.
I'll say
and-
roll persuasion with advantage
Brave.
just for like the volume of your voice, just for how well you project.
Okay.
And then Kai,
Yeah.
what's the plan?
Kai, I think she's probably still on the ship because she was below decks, trying to get up and around and out. So I'm going to cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself.
That sounds fun.
And just sort of, she starts beatboxing to herself.
Yeah, she does.
And it loops and builds like this kind of cool beat. As my walking speed increases by 10 feet, I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and I can move through the space of another creature.
She's got a
I'm
magical
just like-
404.
Yup. I'm just over here like 808s and Heartbreak. Let's go. And I'm just looking around, like not getting touched by stuff, trying to figure out what's happening on the taffrail of the ship.
So are you staying on the ship or trying to escape up the beach with everybody
I don't
else?
have to escape because it can't hit me.
Right, so you are staying on the ship.
Yeah, I'm going to the giant flower on the taffrail of the ship.
Okay, great. All right. And y'all three, what's the plan right now? Now, the ship was flung onto its side. So even you, like those of you who are up on the deck, are having to walk at this like 45-degree angle to stay level with it. Obviously, the spirit can just go where it goes, I assume. The rest of you, the door, the side of the ship, the hull has been breached open. You do have access to the beach if you want to make an escape, or you can stay on the ship. So,
Wow, no bias
you
from
said-
you.
wow, you
This
really
is
just
very
said
clear.
that.
Look,
If you're gonna just telegraph it, I guess I leave the ship.
no, stay on. I'm just saying, all choices have consequences.
So yeah,
for me.
one
Y'all,
of
it's
the-
time to get off the boat.
Vince.
Get off the boat, y'all. It's time to go.
What's wrong?
It's time to get off the boat.
Come on. There's a big. What are you?
Bad news, sweetheart. Let's go.
Oh,
The taffrail is lost. We must go.
The taffrail is lost.
Once the taffrail falls, the rest of the ship follows.
as the side is kind of like cracked open and we're able to escape out of it, I'm just going to take to the air slightly above
yeah,
the
you
ship
can do
as
that.
well. Yeah, you gave me 15 feet of
Yeah,
flight
I know I
speed.
did.
So I'm gonna hover just above the ship and just be trying to like usher people out as kind of like a beacon of where there's a clear exit and ushering people and asking them to get off of the ship.
Wonderful. You did so well on your dexterity roll last week. Let's get a persuasion check with advantage just to try and like ferry people around. And then Squangarlo.
Last time I had sort of put up this like coral shield for Dazzle and myself, and we sort of survived that. Question: the vines that had originally made their way onto the
Yeah.
ship. Is there a connection between when the ship was still in the water? Is there a connection between the land and that, or is it a separate entity of plant? Is it like one large?
So from where you're saying right now the hull has opened, the best you can see is it does look like vines are coming out from the beach that have engulfed the ship and are dragging it onto shore.
No.
Now the
Wait,
movement.
so I'm going to be on the shore no matter
Get
what?
off the ship.
to be clear,
It's docking itself.
the boat has now stopped moving, but it looks like whatever initially spawned on the boat has connected to more plant life on the beach.
Got it.
and like dragged the ship to it like that.
Got it. Then what I would like to do is
very
the
kind of
most
you.
median sort of connection I can find where that sort of joining had happened. If I'm able to see that, I would like to attack it.
How fun! Okay,
fun.
how are you attacking it?
I'm going to do two things. I'm going to give it a little start by casting Magic Stone on Beniantha,
Okay.
who is now a
Yes!
boomerang. That is a 1d6 plus 1. So I will do, let's see here. That is
And are you going to use Boomerantha for this? Are you
Of
gonna...
course I'm using Boomerang.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want him back.
Hell yeah.
That's a 15 to hit.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that'll hit a vine. Hell yeah.
All right.
Roll damage and do me a favor, because you're hitting multiple objects. Actually, double that damage for me, because I
Great.
want to see what kind of carnage in this big sweep Boomerantha can do.
Great. That is then a total of 12. And that's a
Okay.
bonus action for Magic Stone.
Great.
So now that Beniantha has like come back to my hand, like yeah.
And you do see, in fact, as various of the vines do split and fray, it's not enough necessarily to sever all of them in one clean go, but the ship finally does fully grind to a halt as the vines seem to lose enough of that tensile strength to continue pulling.
Amazing.
The vines on the ship, however, they take note of the damage. They seem to have a bit less interest in killing the people still on board, and instead seem to almost begin to withdraw back into the flower. Though from where you're standing down below deck, you just see them starting to recede up to the taffrail again.
No.
Oh, I have a
still
thing for that. I have a thing for this
My
stupid flower.
persuasion, by the way, was a 16.
Great. And then what is
Did I
your
get
full
to
action?
investigate?
Full action is Squangarlo is very like bullish and doesn't necessarily notice that. I think he's
punch
just
hasn't
like
even
going for
landed
those
yet.
vines. So I'm able to attack twice now.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna hit twice with my hammer.
Beautiful.
Really whack-a-moling this thing.
Awesome. And just, again, going for the vines.
Yes.
Awesome.
2 hits.
Roll that.
The first hit, that is a 17 to hit.
Hell yeah.
Second is a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. First damage is 5, and it's also radiant. So there's a blinding flash. For the
Nice.
plants, assuming they're light sensitive. I don't know.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because light notoriously hurts plants.
Yes.
However,
true.
you do manage to sever at least one of the bigger vines.
Amazing.
And you see they continue to retreat up to the top of the deck. Now, what this hasn't done, unfortunately, is provide a lot of assistance to those already on the beach who are fleeing, who are dealing with something of their own. That said, though, Dazzle, with your successful check, you are able to ferry people up what appears to currently be a more or less safe path up the beach. However, Ella, what's happening with you?
Well, after the last couple of shipwrecks, I really have a whole guilt thing about leaving before everyone else is off the boat. Also, I just remembered what spells I can do. So I'm
That's
gonna
useful.
Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
What is that?
So I would like to panic and then hold out my hand and cast Blat on the flower, which is a saving throw. It's a Constitution saving
Can
throw.
I have made my investigation check?
Yeah.
Oh,
Before
absolutely.
she kills it?
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think I'm gonna kill
Also,
it.
can you say blight again in your accent?
Blat?
Blat?
Black.
Blat.
B-L-A-T.
Black.
Listen.
Yes, and you were investigating the flower, is that right?
Yeah, the main one. Do we have
Cool.
rerolls?
Yeah, no, we have rerolls.
Cool. I'm gonna
We
use
have a good
one.
handful right now.
All right.
Nice.
Be better. Natural 20.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, so as Ella is making her way up to the top of the deck,
I'll definitely wait for you to take a gander at it before I
Thanks.
cast
Well,
the
just
spell.
give me like 1 second, darling.
I'd like to
I'm
take
sorry,
my punch
it
too
slips.
before you do it.
Oh, absolutely, sweetheart. You go right ahead.
you're investigating the flower a bit here. What are you trying to determine about it?
What is the thing? She is just beatboxing, like kind of like dancing around like vines are trying to hit her, and just trying to figure out like this is clearly Fey nonsense. And I think you said sort of above game who sent this, but I don't think she like Kai has no idea.
Yeah.
So
Well, so that was nat 20. What's your total investigation for that?
22.
Okay, so I mean, you obviously the DC would have been different for someone who doesn't have so much of a Fey background as you. This is very obviously spring, like very clearly the work of spring, and an amount of power flexed in this way. It seems like this only could have come from someone who is very influential in the court of spring. Now, whether that is Dew Springbloom, the Fey Lord, or not, who knows? But it had to have been someone big, for sure. And we all know Dew's a little like that.
Yeah.
The worst.
A little petty.
However, your punch does land.
Yay!
You can deck that flower right in the domer.
Great. I also want to know the flower. In addition to the bud, how many vines would you say are around me in a 10-foot radius?
A dozen or more.
Wow, that's amazing. I'd like everybody to roll a dex save. All of those vines and flower.
All those vines.
When you said everybody,
I was like,
I also thought you meant me.
I pull out a bomb.
Yeah.
I refused to roll any dice 12 times, so
Okay.
that was one. It
Well,
was a
that's
failure. So
Great.
Wow.
So
Rip vine.
that means the bud itself and all of the vines within within the 10 feet take 12 damage off the bat.
fantastic.
So if that clears the way for anybody to move off the ship or anything, that's wonderful. And then my punch does a whole 6 damage. And are you scared?
I will say this, something that you notice, something Ella, as you're queuing up your attack, you also notice, something Kai, as you're beatboxing, you also notice, something that Dazzle, maybe from the air, also notices, that when you land that attack, in fact, all of those attacks, different from how the vines on the beach did seem to sever and stay severed, although the activity on the beach itself is still going on, when you deck the flower and destroy the vines nearby, they seem to very, very swiftly regenerate.
Ooh, okay.
As though they're coming from the flower as the source, which is, it heals itself almost immediately with new growth.
I do not like that. I would like to swap that sugar for salt and cast blight on it, please.
Beautiful. And that is a con save, is that right?
At disadvantage if you are a magical plant.
Okay, that was...
Wow.
That's
Well,
awfully
I got a
specific.
15 on the die and then a 5. So I'm not going to add the bonus because I'm sure that's going to... What's your spell to DC?
15.
You're fine. However, because you said you were panicking, also roll me a con save if you could, just for flavor,
Okay, wow.
just for fun.
I mean, fair, but
She rolled
using
well
my
once.
words against me, my goodness. I don't remember.
Okay, I guess there's consequences for my actions.
Wow.
Could you imagine?
Wow, you listen to me when I talk? I did
power
not
gaming.
think that was going to be an issue.
Squangarlo is
you
feeling
doing?
ripped and strong and decides to roll.
What's your total?
So that was a 13. But do we have rerolls? Like,
Hold on.
I
I
know.
mean, you certainly can re-roll, but that wasn't a terrible roll by any
know, I
means.
know.
I have think. While you're doing that, because I'm still wait. I shouted, but the stagehand not come yet.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm just sort of panicked, not wanting to go deeper because things are dying, and by things I mean people.
Yeah.
And I see you aiming at the flower, and I see you struggling, and I get a flash of genius, and you get to add +4 to your roll.
Oh, well, that certainly helps.
Beautiful. Yeah, I
Aim
with
for
that,
the mouth.
with that,
Mouse?
you can certainly muster some courage,
Thanks so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate that.
which I will temper momentarily. How much damage did you do? That's too many dice.
Sure ain't. 11, 15, 8. Oh, no, wait, I do max damage because it's blight on a magic plant. So
Wow.
so hey, remember when Kaylee learns how to play Dungeons and
What is
Dragons?
D&D?
It's been.
Yeah, and spell deals max damage, which would be
Dun, 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 dun.
so much, but 8d8. So
Wow, 60.
that would, I do believe, be 64 points of necrotic damage.
Beautiful. And as
Remember
you
that my
watch,
6 loosened it up.
yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
1,000%.
As you watch, you see as the plant melts and burns away with that necrotic damage eating away at it. But it seems as the fibers, the very chloroplasts of this plant seem to reweave and regrow before your eyes, even as the necrotic damage eats away at it. And you feel that energy within you begin to take hold as well. You realize you were fortunate in how you were just barely nicked by the vine, but even that, even as it exhausts its power over you, oh my god, does 16 points of damage.
Incredible.
Okay.
Question, Vince.
Mm-hmm.
How close is the taffrail to the prow of the ship? And is there a prow figure?
That's too many boat words. No, it's right there. Because the
there a
taffrail is the
figurehead?
front railing on the ship.
As we
And
all know.
Yeah, of course.
There certainly is a really shitty, there's a really
is
shitty statue in the front, which you can describe for me if you'd like to.
It's No, it's not a mermaid. It's a.
I rolled a 3, so it's a garbage little thing.
Is it little or is it big?
You tell me.
Kind of a garbage
It's
little thing.
big.
Same.
It's
Garbage
a
can be big.
hippocampus.
It's
Horse
a
in the-
hippocampus.
Yeah, it's a horse. It's a
the, like,
poorly
murderous
carved
thing.
horse in the front and a poorly carved fish in the back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool.
Party all over.
I was like, the part of the brain?
I also was in
Yeah,
the
me
part
too.
of the
What do
brain.
you think it was named after, nerds?
It's that
No,
pony
I
with the
get
mermaid
it
tail.
now.
Exactly.
But I did think of the brain first.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do to this thing?
Well, since I only
Because
used
I
my
don't have
bonus
time for
action,
this childish
my,
garbage.
my action would be animating performance. I'm gonna animate the figurehead so it comes alive
oh,
as I
fantastic.
beatbox, and I'm gonna try to get you out of there.
I'm not leaving without y'all.
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right.
Sorry, I'm on my way.
Yeah, so, I mean,
I
describe
saw
to
this
me
guy just
what,
like, "Come on!"
what it does.
Yeah, so because it's a stupid shape, it kind of like curls its tail so it springs. So it's kind of like a bouncy boy in the back.
Okay.
So like pony in the front,
What
kind
does
of a
it think about
bouncy
figures?
guy. It looks like low riders that like bounce in the front,
Oh
but
my
it's kind of in
God.
the back. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, so here's the thing. Darling, I need you to look up at me. I'm sorry, I'm doing your voice at you. I'm a little stressed because I feel like bad things are happening. Can you hop on my little buddy right here? And I'll be right behind you because this is some fey nonsense. But that weed whacker spell was great.
Did it have any effect on the other vines, like as it was drawn back, the necrotic damage, or just the flower and then it immediately regenerated?
It appears to have affected just the flower for now.
Rude. All right. Is this big enough to hold me?
It's a large creature, so yeah. You're
right.
good.
If nothing else, though, the damage does seem to have bought you time, as it was queuing up for another major attack against anyone still physically present, which would have been the end of you. But the damage seems, it's focusing its energy on just repairing itself. You have like one turn, one action of getting out before it's good to go again.
All right. So I'll get on the bouncy sheep and I will.
Well, it doesn't really look like it. Don't insult it. It's alive right now.
Oh, I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I'll get Chirp, sweetheart. It's time to go. Clulick, sorry.
You see that Astral Chirp has definitely disappeared, and Clulick is like already flying down.
Yeah, Clulick's been great for
Yeah.
like ever.
Clulick's like so
Alright,
good.
alright.
Clulick's just like, yeah, don't worry. Clulick actually, as he
Yes.
swoops down past the length of the ship, is just gonna scan for Stagehand, and see if Stagehand is gonna if Stagehand is in a hopping position to get onto his pant leg.
That's a great question. What was your roll for that?
What
by the
was
way?
I adding?
That was your persuasion with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, great. 19.
As the cherry on top of this beautiful little scene of ours here, Clulick, as you're sailing down across the beach, you hear this loud bellow calling for Stagehand from a little bit further up the sand. And as you're coasting down, you do indeed see the hand jumping out of the lower deck of the ship. If you'd like to try and catch it on there.
Yeah. I'll do a swoop.
Is that something Stagehand would be amenable to?
Yes, I think if he's being attacked,
Yeah.
he's trying to get away.
I mean, the vines, it's just like, the vines are coming at him. He's like, yeah.
He's so sweet.
Great. Awesome. We have a
The
confessional.
boss fights. There's always a boss
We have a
fight with the
con-
hands.
We have a confessional.
We have a confessional for Hippocampus.
Yay!
Awesome.
Who's
Is that you or
Yeah, I think that's you.
That has to be me.
You're an empty. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna get him. Oh, I've spent all these years. I'm finding the voice. It's getting there. Spent all these long years tethered to that boat as this big old carved garbage. Finally, I am alive, and I feel it. Power courses through my fins. My ears are positively glowing, and I'm about to go to town on this flower. It's mulch when I'm done with it. Don't worry, next week you'll be able to do an oops all hippocampus.
Sort of a
That's
mix.
all.
Sort of a mix between Virion Vivir and the Macho Man
Man,
Randy
Randy
Savage.
Very much so.
Very good.
And now I'm dizzy.
I kind of have like a slightly above game question.
Yeah, great.
As I'm like flying in the air above it. I know I can't really hear the confessional, but if it is in around,
I was surprised you didn't ask earlier.
can I understand it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god, it's just speaking horse?
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
it's mostly it's a dialect of horse, but you get a gist.
Amazing. So from
It's
the
a
sky,
it's a dialect of horse with a little bit of fish because that's where it was raised.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
makes so much sense. I've spent a lot of time around the Swimbo, so I'm picking up pieces of that as well. So as I'm just hovering, like ushering people off, like, this is the safest way to the beach. Nay. Keep on coming. This is the way.
So insulting.
Yep. Takes offense.
Every time.
Oh wait,
But I
don't
don't
take
understand it.
don't take offense, sweetheart. She says this to everybody. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
However, you all do thankfully manage to get yourselves up the beach. But as you do make your way up, passengers are still being accosted. Crew felled by these vines that are turning people into plants, screaming and crying before your very eyes. You clear the tree line, and the vines stop. It's quiet. The beach, to any onlooker who wasn't privy to the carnage, looks beautiful, now covered in divvy trees and flowering shrubs. Even the ship has already been reclaimed by nature as you've fled, looking as though it has been derelict here for decades, positively brimming with new growth. As well as there's a little bit of a crate, a small box even, that found its way up the beach, dropped by one of the crew who was divvied right before the tree line. Like it was a buzzer beater and he just didn't make it.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Very upset right now.
However, the crate opens and a little, what looks like a stuffed little doll tumbles out beyond the tree line that someone could pick up. It's like a canvas fabric. Like it looks like something you could poke pins into.
And yet we will
I
not.
mean, I'll
I'm
take
not
it.
getting
I do
close.
not care about the doll. I run up to stagehand and I grab their hand and I give them so many kisses and I'm saying, don't ever do that again. And then I lean up to you and I grab your face and I say, thank you so much for saving him. And I'm kissing you
Oh goodness, thank you.
on the cheeks.
Okay, all right, thank you. No, it's no problem. I
That
heard you
was so
screaming.
scary. I've never been attacked like that before.
Oh well, you've only been hanging out with us for a little while.
You know what that was?
I apologize.
Faye.
Yeah, I was gonna say Faye bullshit, but I didn't know if that was offensive.
No, that was definitely fake bullshit.
No,
Okay.
for sure. It's someone from the spring.
For some reason, every time this happens, it's solidifying his hatred for all of it, and I've been trying really hard to walk it back on that.
I like the
He
little
was
hand.
after you.
Oh,
Hey, look, there's
no.
a doll on the ground.
Me? No.
No, don't touch. We don't touch
Previously.
dolls.
Oh wait,
Yes.
don't pick up the doll. Uh-oh.
Kai, you notice there's a label on the doll. And it says, you see a familiar
Boros
logo.
girl doll.
Huh?
What?
Yeah,
You
a
see a
Boros
familiar
girl doll for like and there's a book that goes along with it. And you can take it for tea on its birthday.
Yep.
Oh,
The
that's
label
kind
says,
disgusting.
Always
so
wanted
much
Samantha.
history.
the label says, Shimmy Stands Little Man.
Oh, little. Okay, it's a
And
little.
it comes with a set of pins taped to its back. And as you hold
A
it,
little Timothy Chalamet.
you notice that it seems to
Full Lovejoy
almost
boy.
take on some of the features of whoever you're looking at while you're holding it.
Did you just find a
I don't
changeling
know why I
doll?
do this.
Why
I
do you
A
do this?
changeling
love this.
voodoo doll.
Yeah.
This is worrying.
No,
Yeah,
you should be
also-
absolutely
No,
worried.
it looks like me. Look at someone else.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Well, I'm talking to you. I'm still thinking about you. Does
Dang
it
it.
still look like? I'm still thinking about Poppy. Does it still look like her?
Or
is it in eye contact?
It's eye contact, yeah.
So you can turn into one thing and the doll turns into another thing now.
This
That's,
is dope.
And you're still using my accent, sweetheart. Or
I'm
is it your
so,
accent?
I'm so sorry. It's not.
A lot of people just died.
Yeah.
I'm really trying not to think about it and focus on something else to be
On
perfectly
which
honest.
note,
I need to focus on it. I don't know how you guys are around that so much.
First one.
as you take in just
The
bevy
death.
of death around you.
The bushes of blood.
Aside from you all, only 3 other passengers or crew managed to make it past the tree line alive.
Guys, I think we're the main characters.
There is
Quick, don't say that.
I feel so much better.
I don't need this scale mail when I've got plot armor.
there is a brindle-patterned sky blue dragonborn who was a member of the ship's crew. You came to know her as Sitsanaron Meriu Omfkalangua.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Sure.
we called her.
That is
She-
not at all
she
how
said-
I came to know her.
She said you could call her Sano.
Yep.
Yep.
And so we did.
Then there's a ginger tabaxi who is traveling to Kalangua merely to catch his next ship to Biashar. You met him
Traveling to
briefly.
where?
Biashar.
Okay.
Byashar.
All right.
Is that cool with you?
No, yeah. I was just
I
making
don't
sure
know
I got it.
by you ahead of time.
No,
I'm
what was
sorry.
the name again?
The tabaxi?
Yeah.
He said his name was Subtle in Color.
Okay.
Subtle in color.
Subtle in
Love
color.
that.
You can also call him Sano.
Lastly, there is a human girl who you never spoke to much during the trip. She really couldn't be older than perhaps 14 and is wearing a longer, more flowing dress and gives off a little bit of a high society vibe. They're all catching their breath
And her
right
name
now.
is Sano.
Comedy does come in threes.
Yeah.
Uh,
3 Sanos.
for a few moments.
If you put them all together, it's surround Sanos.
For a few moments, no one says anything until the Dragonborn
Said
pipes
no one
up.
says anything.
The Dragonborn, after catching her breath, finally pipes up. Did anyone see what that was?
It was a flower.
It's fey bullshit.
It
Yeah,
was
some of
fey
this-
bullshit.
It was fake
spring
bullshit.
Quick
Boy.
question before we get into further discussion. Is everybody feeling all right? Does anyone need any healing or anything like that before we
Well,
move
you're one
forward?
to talk, Missy. I saw you get scratched
You look
on
pretty
up.
rough.
Yeah, you got some of your blood's not in you.
I'd like to cure wounds on her.
You may cure wounds on her.
I would like to.
Please do it.
I'm just going to cast it at a second level.
Faster.
Do not.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Hey,
Fuck, it's 14.
things are getting
You did
weird.
it.
Now make eye contact.
Right, there you go. Patch that right up. Put on some fantasy neosporin in the morning. And if it starts to look rough, say something.
Oh, all right. Thank you. How much healing?
What's up?
How much healing?
14.
14. Thank you.
Fantasy points.
See, you hear all the instructions he was giving and stuff, and all
Yeah.
the like parenting. That's how you usually sound.
Oh, really?
It's weird to hear it back, right?
It is. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
Guess
actually.
you're not the only one who can do impressions. Kai.
Sano, are you the only 3 that are okay? Did anybody else?
Unless anyone else swam away, I think we're the only ones who made it up the beach.
That's not a lot.
I'm gonna take Taffy the hippocampus on a lap through the ocean to try to pick up people. If there's any survivors that swam out.
That's very good.
There's Mad Knot.
Wow.
We're just flipping and flopping in the ocean
Are
then.
the bushes
We'll be
moving?
back.
The bushes around you, the forest you're currently
No,
in.
like the people that turn to plants.
Oh no! I mean, like, very peacefully swaying in the breeze. It's lovely. It's like a postcard.
Honestly, it looks like fantasy Pinterest now that it's all over.
Nah, at least they're still living, I suppose.
That's a good way to look at it. I
I'm
like
trying
that.
to cope.
If you can call that living.
Okay, well,
I
we
would
just
call
said that was a
trees
good way to
living.
look at it, and then
Sorry.
that's okay.
I'm
I'm not good at reading.
social things.
I'm not good at reading rooms either. I get it.
We should probably stay
doing
light on our
wonderful
feet
speaking.
and try to move quickly.
Right, we should run.
We're not far from Kalangua, but it's at least several days' march from here through the forest and up the Avali.
Sounds pretty far.
Subtle in color, the tabaxi is also panicking a little bit. You see, he's just like privately fretting.
All of my work, I have to go back for it. I cannot let it go like this.
Hang on, sweetheart. What are you
And he
looking
actually
for?
attempts to make a
Oh,
break
wait,
back for the
wait.
beach.
Hang on, sweetheart. I'll try and just like.
For a moment, I'm like, you're all just gonna watch him go.
No. I'll try and grab them by the shoulder.
You want to try and go for a grab? Okay, great.
just to stop, and so like just to see.
I mean, he's like, roll a dex save with save with advantage. He's like 100
Roll the
pounds
pickle
wet.
dice, baby.
So he's not hard to get a grab on here.
13.
13? That's enough to grab a kitty.
Just to stop him.
The only thing I was gonna do was gonna hurt him.
Great.
Yeah, I'm not here to hurt anybody just yet. Just hang on, sir. Wait.
It's like a cat playing against a collar, like
Hang on.
choking himself.
All I hear is your little bell. Just calm down for a little bit.
Hey Vince,
Like,
you did that on me.
I sure did. No. Okay.
Clip that shit.
Bria knows what I was doing on Sunday.
Yeah, he's
up?
nasty on the internet.
Oh, I am nasty on the internet. Okay.
What work are you trying to get back to this boat for?
Steal the internet.
Yeah, just that's no.
Sorry,
No,
anyway.
God.
All of my
Anyway,
paintings,
the game we're playing.
they're going to be lost. The salt water's going to ruin the colors.
Well, if it makes you feel better, sweetheart, the boat is not currently sunk, right? It's just it's beached. So we've got some time, and unless you would like to join the rest of your work in, excuse me. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Painters do sell way better after
Yeah.
they die. That's
Oh.
entirely up to
Sweetheart,
you.
you want to be able to make more, right? You want to be able to continue making art?
Yes.
Then you can't go back.
Also, I thought that was a paper bag, but he's definitely huffing catnip.
You see a little plastic baggie of the ground herb.
Just,
You have enough to share.
okay.
Let's even take that.
All right, art school, calm down.
I'm holding it for a friend.
I know. Is his name Timothy by any chance?
Not yet.
Sweetheart, just like try and, deep cleansing breaths. You're doing real well.
Let's just give it a little bit of time, and once we see the beach is safe, we can go back for anything anybody left on the boat. But it could be pretty dangerous down there.
It's not.
I could send Taffy back up.
Do you think?
No, I've come to love
Does
Taffy
it
very
have
much.
That's fair. Taffy's gonna die in
can it grip?
58 minutes.
Yeah, Taffy, I don't believe has.
Does it have
opposable
fingers?
thumbs.
Oh,
I think they are
Oh,
hooves.
rabbit.
Maybe
He got
hooves.
got some mouth though.
What's
It
the
could just.
happy tail.
I've seen some very dexterous fishtails in my day. Maybe there's something.
Well,
Do you want to go into that, or is that not
I'm
your mixed
also
company?
wondering if you want to go into that.
I would like to unpack that for a moment.
I would not.
Okay, calm down.
Okay,
Sorry.
Are we
We can
taking
talk
a
about it
vote?
later.
Great.
Yeah,
I have 2 modes, terrified and horny. All I have.
You know what? Respect.
I've met people like you.
Pass that catnip over here.
So like,
I catch it. I change into a cat. I turn into a tabaxi so I can
Just so
huff
you
this
know,
stuff.
subtle in color.
Yes.
Horny and terrified is some very season 1 energy, and we've sort of left that behind.
Oh, sorry, it's time for my passive arc now.
Yeah.
speak for yourself, Clueless.
You don't know how we're living.
Some of us didn't change our name. I stand by being horny and terrified.
Y'all,
And I
I'm
love
just
you for it.
generally worried now.
I am
Can we
also
go?
this.
Yeah, maybe we should head up towards name of town. begins with-
Kalangua.
Kalangula. And
Kalangua.
Kalangula.
Gua.
Gua.
There's no L.
You're adding an L at the end there?
Kalangua.
Kalangua.
Caligula.
Caligula.
No.
Hate
Colin
that.
Farrell.
I was literally going to say Colin Farrell. We're best friends now.
No.
I hand you some of the catnip. I don't know if this works on half elves.
I don't know what it even does to not have those.
Let's
I
find out.
take Stagehand's hand and I start walking through the jungle.
I'll follow Poppy.
Where are you?
Before we get
Dazzle.
going, is everyone else all healed up, or does anybody else need more healing?
I'm okay.
Missing a little bit, but
Okay.
let's
I've
just
got a
go.
boo-boo, but it's fine.
Klulik looks at the little human girl and is like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, no, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
Are we going to have to walk through the forest?
Yeah. Do you have allergies?
Oh no, it's
Great.
fine. I'm just not used to doing
Moving?
that.
Oh.
Walking?
No, like the wilderness.
Oh.
I just send a message to Chirp that just says,
What is your name?
Chirp kind of like Klulik kind of goes,
Um,
and then goes, don't worry about it. You come with us and we'll make sure you're safe. What is your name?
my name is
So no.
Amelia.
Okay.
Amelia.
What
Amelia.
language do you
Can you
speak?
do me a favor, Amelia?
Yes.
So I and Little Spoon are very scared right now. Do you think you could be brave and hold Little Spoon's hand to make sure he is not afraid? He's also never gone through wilderness before.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can do that.
Good.
"Ow."
Now,
Oh,
yes,
please
go ahead. No.
Amelia is 37.
She looks maybe 14. It's hard to
Oh,
tell.
that's an adult.
All right.
There's an adult. But she's little.
Oh, I mean, comparison.
Does she
I'm
have
smaller
red
than
though?
Chirp.
Wait, where are you from,
Clueless.
Amelia?
I apologize.
the West countries.
All of them?
No,
Typing
my
it to
my
the side.
Are
family.
you an unaccompanied minor?
Yeah, where's your button?
No, I was on my way to Kalangua to meet my family.
You're going to meet your family?
They are supposed to be there. I'm from the Republic.
Have you met your family before?
Yes.
Oh,
No, they went ahead of me.
Like a meetup, not like meet.
I see.
I got it, okay.
I
Yes.
see.
I was alone on the boat.
That's
Good.
good.
Amelia does not notice because we are being so distracting, but we have started walking up the hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are like halfway
Yeah.
there.
I put her. I want to bully her onto Taffy. Yeah, and Taffy can hover, so it can be a smooth ride when I wanted to. It was just funnier to watch it bounce.
I also want to offer a steel defender to Dazzle, if you'd like, if you're tired at all, if you'd like to sit, you can just pop a seat.
What does it look like?
It changes if I so choose, but right now it's a bit of it's like a horse, but relatively small. It's still piloted by Beniantha, but it's a very mobile four-legged thing, but very smooth and gentle on the top, and nice for a little seat, like a little bench.
It's a pony.
It's a pony.
Does it look like a fainting pony? Would you say?
It is now.
I'm already there.
It reclines.
Why are we building a carousel to walk through the jungle?
Oh,
Have you met us?
Yeah.
No.
Only just.
I'm used to it.
You all thankfully still have light, and the southern forests of Gold Plains lie before you as you make your way into the wilderness. They are dense and vast. Even the most experienced of local explorers, including Sana, who is with you, can become turned around, but she does swiftly get to work sorting out her bearings. However, Squangarlo, could you make a perception check for me?
Sure can. What do you know about a natural 20? It's a 10. Wait, no. Perception plus
We
4.
have
That's
rerolls.
That's a 14.
To be clear.
I'm a reroll that just for funsies.
Great.
Natural 20.
Now we're at a 19.
More better.
Good.
Beautiful. You detect, Squangarlo, an unusually familiar scent on the air. It's briny, a little savory, with a distinctive funk. It's just on the tip of your mind. But even without recalling exactly what that scent is, you know somehow it'll lead you to safety.
Wait, hold on, everyone. I know I'm chock full of bad ideas all the time,
All the time.
but I've just got a whiff. Something.
A whiff?
Thank you.
Well,
But I've just got a whiff.
7 bird
Sorry.
years.
I've
It's been 7 bird
You
years.
have to know there's a lot of pressure when you say things like that.
Yes.
Gotta be able to think sometimes.
Hey, there's not. It's
I'd
not.
like to hear his
The
thoughts.
pressure isn't going down every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
We've been busy.
Back to
Anyways,
the back
But
to the
back
whiff.
to the
I
whiff.
got a
Sorry.
whiff of something, and I just need you to trust me if you so choose.
I trust you.
Sure.
Oh, that's great. I didn't even finish. Perfect. Well, then done. Onward. I know. Follow me. I also cast some magical tinkering on the steel defender so that it just emits a radius of light of, I think, let's see, 5 feet.
Oh, that's such a good idea. I do the
you.
same thing. It's going to be dark soon.
Beautiful. Beautifully beautiful.
Can you describe, while I trust you 100% there, sweetheart, can you describe the thing that you're
Yeah, do you
what's
wanna,
this?
like,
Can we
think
talk more a little bit about where we're going?
a little more deeply about it, maybe?
So,
I'm sorry.
On the
It is so easy to fall into your accent. I'm
Well,
sorry.
you know what, sweetheart? Welcome on in.
Thanks.
I'll try to. We're here. No. So I started to smell. As we've gotten further from the beach, I've smelled less and less brine. But then, wouldn't you know it, I smelled more. And then I smelled something familiar. It was like a good bass line, like a little bit of funk. And I just know. It's the way we've got to go. And if you do trust me, and if you think I could have a good idea this time, I'd like to take us somewhere.
I feel like none of us are smelling anything that is going to put us in any direction, so we might as well.
I'm not hearing any funk.
But you smell the, so we're going
The
back
faint
to the ocean?
Motown on
No,
the
that's
air.
the thing. It's not even like the ocean, but it smells like the ocean. You know, how sometimes like if
Like
I,
you.
yeah, I mean, it's not. It's
7
yes.
bird years.
It's not stinky. It's just normal. It's like a normal smell.
It's like a beach vacation.
Yeah,
That's what it's like. Or like when you put one of those fakey beach fantasy air fresheners in your fantasy bathroom. You know?
Oh.
And I just want to put my hand on Squangarlo's shoulder and just say, I trust you. Okay, no accent. There we go. I trust you. And I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
So there's just this little
That's
like
so
pulsing like moat that's going to circumnavigate your head until you use the inspiration.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
just don't worry about that until it.
That's so sweet.
Sometimes it's a floater, sometimes it's a floater.
I've got something for you too. And I rummage around in my pockets a little bit. And I pull out this cute I pull out this cute little handcrafted
Yeah, you got it.
little paper craft folded in thing.
Yeah.
And I am also casting Bardic Inspiration. And I say, just open this up when you need a little pet pick me up.
For real?
Yeah, of course.
Cute.
Thank you, friends.
This is
and
very wholesome.
high five.
Speaking of fun little packages, hang on. Wait. Ella,
Yes.
wait. You trip over something.
No, yep. That tracks.
Looking back where you were stepping, you see a little corked bottle that appears to have some glistening sand, like from a beach, but sparkling lightly. There's a label on it as well.
I'll bend down, pick it up.
And it reads, Shimmy Stand Super Sand. I promise you, you know what that does just as well as I do. So we're going to figure that out together.
What a beautiful open-ended magic item.
You're
They
gonna
all
regret that. All right, I'll tuck it in my bag and keep on going.
Meanwhile, you venture through the forest. After
Yes.
some... Duh?
I said yes.
Oh, thank you.
But now that the attention's on me, I would like to do one thing.
I do not want attention, but since I have
No,
it.
I would like to cast Sanctuary on Amelia.
Okay, great. And remind me what that does.
So basically, if anyone tries to target her to attack with a ranged attack, they have to roll a wisdom save to do so.
Wonderful. Okay, that's good. That's very lovely. How does that manifest? Does she see
don't know.
anything?
What's
What do
that?
you do to cast that?
I think you just see the strings kind of glow as they're going through the strings through Little Spoon. 'Cause
Yeah.
She's holding Little Spoon's hand, so I think Little Spoon just kind of lightly glows, and we see it kind of contaminate her hand like radiation, and then seep into her skin. And it's just a little protection spell.
Beautiful. That's lovely. You do notice that as you walk, Amelia has on and off been lagging a bit behind. Just not really used to navigating.
Ever since the fish horse died.
How long have we been walking? Yeah, it's been over an hour.
It's been a minute.
Leave it.
However,
I thought it was disappear. That
Taffy.
sucks to watch.
No,
happen.
it just stopped being alive.
Do y'all ever think about Taffy?
what?
No.
Wow.
Sometimes
Not
I miss
really.
the Omni horse.
I bet you're doing okay.
We'll explain it along the way. We've got a while to walk.
Yeah, we'll describe the Omni horse to you in visceral detail. That won't give you nightmares.
I
You do
will, in
notice,
fact, do
though-
that as we
Yes.
walk.
Wonderful. That Amelia is occasionally lagging behind. Her dress is catching on brambles, footing slipping on rocks a little bit. Not really accustomed to the difficult terrain.
Good time to learn.
Doesn't mention it though, and does try to like lean on Little Spoon a little bit to help like get through the brambles and the worst of it.
Okay.
You all vault between trees, tiptoe through brush and shrub, swing upon vine, and swan dive into bush. Or just subtle.
Very large turtle and scale mail. Are you sure I do any of those?
I just like cram my wings in as much as possible to like get in line so they're not catching on trees and stuff.
It's a wise idea. But as you venture through this mystery wood, you soon get the sense that you're being watched. The forest feels alive. You can chalk it up to nerves until the flowers all begin to smile. You're nearly surrounded. Only a single path that does not seem taken by fey magic is open and swiftly closing. What do you do?
Run.
I scoop up Amelia and get her. I've got like a pretty broad back as a turtle, so I'd like to
You
see if
are
I
all
can
back.
like.
It's-
I'm mostly back, honestly.
Shell.
Do you remember last season? I don't know. And I'll bring her for a turtleback ride and try and take off with Amelia towards the
turtleback ride. Great. That's fun. And then everyone else?
Yeah, Klulik looks back at Subtle of Color and is like, okay, now run.
We have to get going.
Yep. Now we run.
And then I have that Scooby-Doo run thing going.
Just took off with a giant sandwich.
And then Squangarlo, Dazzle.
Steel Defender's a lot faster than
I think
people.
Steel Defender's probably also gone, right? It's
Yeah.
been over an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is your thing a persistent effect?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
It's
also
not
just, if
a-
you need to, just recast it, I'm sure.
I think it's just up, right?
It just
Yeah.
exists. It
Okay.
lives.
Yeah. I'd love to have it Shepherd Dazzle if that's okay.
Yeah!
And I'm
It's
just
a hollow. thud.
Dazzle just like grabs onto Squangarlo's shirt then and like kind of pulls him behind to keep up with it.
Once again, we have the Looney Tunes like shirt stretching out before
yeah.
he snaps like a rubber band.
Yeah.
Oh, so many.
Looks at Poppy and Kai and is like, okay, while we're running, if there's any Fae bullshit you can do to counteract other Fae bullshit, that would be that. Now is the time.
I am a puppeteer! She says as she's running.
I'm behind you
I
and I
knew
yell,
you would hit those high notes.
do you want to be an elephant instead?
That is an option I did not consider. Okay?
I would like to polymorph her into an elephant.
Hell yeah.
awesome.
And I climb up.
Everybody on the elephant.
I can't do it to myself. I'm a shape changer. Polymorph doesn't work on me.
So I will say, Subtle Color also climbs the pachyderm,
Yeah.
but he uses claws. So it's like when a cat climbs up your leg.
Wait, can I? When I see him doing that, can I like kind of just lift him up off? Like, calm down.
You want to scruff him?
Yeah, like what the? Just full mom mode. Like,
He just goes like this. Just,
Polymorph's my favorite. I no longer have to look at my list of spells.
if you want to pull up.
I used up a reroll
Stop that.
so that I could activate my boots of these.
now
goddamn
that's what
laces.
rerolls are for. What's a great use of rerolls?
So I got a 4 finally, possibly for the first time ever. So I'm moving super.
So
super
double
turtle
speed.
fast.
That's amazing.
That turtle's hauling ass.
Yeah.
What can we actually see of like the Fae plants?
So I'll say what it looks like to you as it has gotten a bit darker in the forest. You notice how the leaves all start to turn towards you as if they're looking upon you. The branches curve towards you. Vines from the forest floor start to slither their way over, and any blooming flowers all take on that big thorny grin inside of them.
I'm going to smash them with my big feet.
I
Just
definitely.
stomping as you go.
I get behind your neck and just whisper into your very large flappy ear. You're an herbivore.
Eat the Fae.
Chirp has a T-shirt that says that.
I stomp at you.
Can I eat them? What could go wrong?
I'm gonna write that down.
You certainly can't. Don't. What? You can.
I don't have that. I have gore and stomp. So I did say I would stomp.
I mean, you also have a mouth.
I do.
So if you want to chomp on some Fae, you can.
I will
There's
stomp
no
first.
pressure.
Stomp
I
and
don't want
chomp.
it like wiggling around like I've just eaten an octopus.
Hell yeah.
Like I want to kill it first.
Okay, yeah.
Just
That's,
count it like 20 daggers of damage. Like you shoot it.
just, well, they're more like grinding, I think.
Sure.
Just, yeah.
20 moles.
If you will. Great. Well, you all do make your escape. You did act fast enough to get a little ahead of the Fae
Nat 20.
business.
Yeah!
Is that for stomping?
Yes.
Hell yeah. You make mulch of the Fae before you.
Is a happy is a happy
Happy
guy. Is a happy guy.
I got to look at that.
Happy guy.
I don't get that reference.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
Incredible.
excited.
Oh.
I'm gonna send you so many puppy
Oh,
videos.
I can't wait. So you're tippy tapping basically.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Chirp is also
It's
throwing
cookie
darts as they're going. Or
How many do you have?
Enough.
Klulik
Because
carries,
it's now fewer.
well, sure. Klulik carries 10
Okay.
before he has to make more, so he's just throwing it at buds that he sees.
I realize I've never made you count ammo before, but I'd love to start now.
Yeah.
Just
No,
to complicate this.
I have normally been keeping track of it. I've never thrown more than 10 at once.
Yeah,
but
hell
you
yeah.
know.
And darts are easy to acquire.
Because I didn't know whether you were keeping track or not.
I'm not.
Great.
Even now, you said 20, right?
10.
Oh, Man, that was
You
your
could have
chance.
had 20.
Now he's on it.
Yeah, now he's good. He's good, Clueless.
Since I was just getting carded and I didn't actually do anything, I would like to fire off some
You
Eldritch
have
Blasts.
agency here.
Thank you. So I'm gonna twin spell to fire off 4 Eldritch
Okay,
Blasts
hell yeah.
at like the higher part of them that Poppy can't stomp on. The ones that would potentially be coming up from higher in the forest down towards us.
Okay.
To kind of like clear our path above us.
Great. Yeah. Roll that.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll one of those.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
We have quite a few. Go for it.
Okay, it's not getting better for some reason. Kaylee.
Okay, I will
will.
get my own dice tray.
Bardic
I think that's
Inspiration.
It's too late.
By the
it's
way,
fine.
Can I inspire you?
Darts are 14, 20, 22.
Those
Just
are
a-
all good vine hits.
Thanks, man.
I got a +8, so I've got an 18, a 19, a 22, and a 15.
those all hit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I need to cast blood?
Look,
again?
I
Is
figure
everybody
count
okay?
every single day. Beautiful. What are you rolling now?
The damage.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah. Those hurt?
No, then you can't do them.
This is a pacifist run, you guys.
Yeah, Chirp or Klulik is just hitting. Y'all have me doing it now. Klulik,
Sorry.
Klulik is just hitting. He hits like 3 of the buds for like 4, 4, and 5. He's just like, I see you. I
Yeah.
see you, and I know what you're doing.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Fantastic. I mean, this is all doing yes.
Oh, sorry, I have a question.
hell
Skill
yeah.
Defender also acts independently of me turn-wise. Can I? I'm gonna try something weird if that's all right.
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't realize that those were Fae that you guys said before.
I said.
Oh, well,
How many
I'm so
times did you say
sorry.
the
I
word
wanted to-
say bullshit?
I just wanted to try to talk to it because I speak Sylvan.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. Oh, no. What do you do?
I'm gonna shout it and be like, "Hi, I think you have us confused with someone else. We're just trying to get through this forest. So knock it off, you." Just say something really persuasive like that.
Roll persuasion.
Amazing.
Klulik, who also
Don't forget
speaks
your-
Sylvan, cracks up.
I also speak Sylvan, and I am.
That's a dirty
screaming.
20.
Okay.
37 points of damage.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, you're deflating vines left and right.
Klulik leans into Kai and is just like, "Oh, this guy thinks it's a mistake. He's so pure."
Squangarlo, you were persuasive enough to get the message across, and you notice one of the flowers that descends near the elephant and almost like follows you as you're running away. The big toothy grin just opens, and you hear.
I want
As
to
you're-
cast blight on that one.
You can melt the flower.
I melt it.
Oh yeah, we know that laugh.
Wait, so the plants understand?
Yeah.
Oh, I am just. As we're walking, then I'm just talking shit to all of it, just vicious mockery, like your mother
I
was a
can't do that.
fucking fern.
Ooh.
Nice.
You moss ass bitch.
Klulik is just like,
The episode ends. They all died.
they all die of embarrassment. Klulik is just like, maybe just like take it down until we're through it.
Nah, do it.
I'm doing damage.
Yeah,
I'm
vicious
messaging
mockery.
up to Kai, just like, okay, so yes, in theory, this would be do Spring Bloom. He does laugh like that.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
whole lot. He did try to kill us in the Fae once, and then I think a giant flower like kind of regurgitated him when he died. He just
Yeah, he was reborn in a way that I will never forget.
That was not good.
pretty rough.
It was not.
Honestly, it was not good.
I did not like it.
Okay. So this is definitely on purpose.
That's me.
I'm all the animal foley in this show, apparently.
But
I'm
also,
the Dee
we
Bradley
haven't
Baker of
done
the show.
anything to piss off the Fae in a while, other than Chirp always talking trash. But like, you know,
Who's Chirp?
Yeah, who's Chirp?
Chirp was
Who
always the
is
one
Chirp?
talking trash.
Oh, that makes
Clulick
sense.
hasn't. as
Who is
much.
Chirp? I don't know this Chirp.
It's fine.
Who are you?
That's subtle.
I am the painter.
He's one of the Sonos.
I grabbed the back of his neck. Go to sleep.
Sano, are we headed in the right direction, sweetheart?
Yeah, actually, hey, look at that. Look, I don't have Philemon here to do it. You emerge out from the clearing, right where Sana was pointing,
You got this for a full minute or a full hour, so
and in
have a good
time,
time.
You find yourselves on safer ground. Evidently, evidently free of Fey influence. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
At least for now.
Worried.
I don't stop running as an elephant.
Well, I hope you do, because right in
Why?
front of you, you find yourself at the bank of a very large, very deep river, which runs out to the sea south beyond.
Elephants can swim.
Ew.
Elephants can swim.
Well, actually, I mean, the plants have stopped chasing you. Like the tree line behind you is now a good maybe 10 yards back of you as you approach the bank of the river. It is flowing quickly, and it looks mighty deep. And in fact, Sano, you feel a hand on your forehead, like Sano's like, stop.
I smack him.
Run. Okay, roll for trunk smack.
Oh, I'm for
dang.
sure inspiring you for that.
Nat 20.
Oh shit! You're all gonna get swept out of the sea.
Slap
Killed Sono.
Come on.
It's an unarmed strike. Yeah. It does a point of damage.
Okay, great.
It's a trunk.
Really though?
No.
How
okay,
hard?
can I say that with a nat 20, I grab Sono and move them further back so they can no longer touch my head.
Nice.
Yeah. Sit behind me. Why were you in front of me?
So here we go. You charge into the water.
No.
Oh.
I got smacked in the face.
don't smack
I just
people
stopped
in the
the
Okay,
forehead.
good. Look, I was ready to do this.
No.
Beautiful. Sano goes to the back of the elephant with the fetal position settled in color, who's still being scrubbed. I imagine somebody put one of those like clips, those clippies in the back, and just
stand like that.
How wide is the river across?
Can we call
Ooh.
the elephant and float it?
probably the better part of a quarter mile across.
Oh.
It always
Okay.
seems like a good idea.
Like you can
you
see
save
the
money.
other side.
Okay.
But this is a big ass river.
But you should just pay to take
just
the
pay
ferry,
to- yeah.
You know? Klulik looks at Amelia as just like, how was that for you?
I'm doing okay.
You sound great.
Thank you.
Do I still have Amelia on my shoulders?
Yeah.
On your shoulders on an
Oh.
elephant?
What are
I wasn't on the
everyone's-
elephant. I don't
Oh.
think. Because I had my boots going. So I was
Gotcha.
going speedy quick.
Can I get some passive insights or perceptions, whichever one you can find
Yeah,
more
I have
easily?
a whole lot of
wait.
questions about this child.
Those are equal. for
That's
me.
a.
I mean, I'm an elephant, so.
Can I do? I'll do a 15.
You never forget though.
You can tap me when you want to stop being an elephant.
13 passive?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not your passive. That's
Oh.
your regular insight. Your passive is here.
Oh, thank you.
It's 10 plus
Your
modifier
passive insight
plus
is very
wisdom.
plus
good.
Or-
wisdom.
oh, yeah.
plus-
18.
Yeah, mine is 17.
Mine is 10.
18.
You have an 18 passive?
Yeah.
Oh my
Passive
god.
insight.
Yeah.
High wisdom character.
That was 10 over there?
10 for me.
10 for you.
I have 17.
17?
17.
Wow.
15.
Wow.
14.
Oh, okay.
I'm not normally in this much danger.
Who'd have thought?
Okay,
You'll
well then,
learn,
wow.
sweetheart.
Everyone except
I am, and I
for
don't get any better at it.
everyone except for Dazzle and Poppy notice this, and it's probably been on
really
your
don't.
mind a little bit here and there. It definitely two things. It definitely sounds like Amelia's doing a fake voice,
Oh, 1,000%.
and also that she kind of had to fish for that name.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like she's.
But that could have just been Vince fishing for the name, which happens.
But this one was my notes. I was ready this time.
No. This child has something going on.
However, Sano from the back, petting
don't know if I
Subtle
can help.
to calm him down, says, "This is the Avali. We should probably rest for tonight in camp before we try and find a way up the river. Things can be more treacherous here at night."
All right. Well, I would say let's find a fairly safe place to camp. Do you have any recommendations? Are we just camping
Well,
by
I'd
the side of the,
normally-
on the riverbank? Or?
I'd normally say somewhere in the forest,
Oh,
but
yeah,
probably
no,
not.
Probably
Forest
not.
is
No.
bad.
So I think here on the bank is probably a good bet.
And you will roll and
Okay.
down.
Thank you, sweetheart. I would say let's definitely put a watch together.
There.
I volunteer Benny Anther.
I don't sleep.
I pull out a violin and start playing a song as I ritually cast Liamon's Tiny Hood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
Now we're talking. And remind
I'm
me.
just playing like There's No Place Like Home song.
Remind me the dimensions of this space. What are you creating?
10-foot radius, so we're a 20-foot immobile dome of force. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with me. Boop, boop, boop. There's stuff about how you can see. I don't remember how it works. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Nice.
I can decide who gets to go into it. How many this group are with us?
3.
more.
Oh, so it could be all 9 of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. It's going to be 8, as I do not allow Amelia to come through.
Okay. Damn.
I start to go in with the kid still on my back. Oh,
And she is just like filtered off of you.
Yeah. She just slides off of your body.
Klulik looks at Kai and is like, probably smart,
Yeah.
but we should know if it's smart.
As we start,
are you drinking some water?
to make camp and settle in, and Amelia is filtered out of the hut, we have a confessional for Dazzle.
Okay.
All right.
I was just flying through the forest, and I do not know why we're suddenly being mean to the kid. And usually, I'm the one who gets in trouble for being mean to children. And now all of a sudden, we have someone in the party, and everybody's fine with it, being mean to the kid that's with us. We were all given piggyback rides. I'm sorry, turtleback rides. And now everybody's leaving out the kid, and here I was. Okay, I've been on a journey. I'm trying to be better, and I was like, great. Okay, we got to take care of this kid. There's a teenager with us, and she's getting kicked out of the tent. That's hilarious. And it is somehow lost on everybody how fucking funny that is.
Klulik is going to use Visage of Astral Self.
Damn.
Sounds very fancy.
It is very fancy. It's basically like a spectral visage that goes over his regular face. But he's kind of like got his back turned to everybody, and while he's got Visage of Astral Self up, he can speak to anyone within 60 feet of him directly. So he speaks to Dazzle and he's like, will you take first watch?
I'll take them while I'm not sleeping.
Great. Will you stay outside with the kid? The kid is Fae bullshit.
What do you mean the kid is fake bullshit?
We think the kid might be. Don't say that out loud. I'm
Can we
speaking
hear
into
that?
your head. No.
Oh, I can message. I'll message.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
good at that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like I missed something. Sure. And then
She's just a little off, and not in the way that all kids are a little off.
thank you. See, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic then outside near Amelia.
Yeah. You detect nothing on her, actually. No items, no magical presence in her, on her, of her at all. She reads as totally just flesh things.
Okay.
That sounded worse than it was. She's
Totally.
normal.
It was more your own hesitation at the end
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Normal human flesh.
She
yes.
reads as
No
normal
traps.
human.
Yeah, it's giving off real Zuckerberg vibes.
So then, while everyone's in the tent, I'll go out and I'll go sit near Amelia.
Where are you going?
Cause yeah, like if she had fallen off my back, I would have gone back out.
Where are you?
also.
Why are you outside?
So
the
now,
tent?
So does she?
we're going to cut back to reality
dome.
from the confessional and from that conversation, and Amelia goes thump onto the ground and steadies herself back up.
Does she have a reaction to
Uh,
that?
Yeah.
Can I not go in?
I lean out to go, no, you didn't explain what your whole thing is. And you're lying, and it feels bad, and you feel bad, so you can't come in my. And I look at it. Oop, hot pink dome.
Nobody asked me any questions.
Well, here you go, sweetheart. First of all,
You've been
have a
running a
snack.
lot.
Here's a cookie.
Chirp drops Visage of Astral Self and is like, can't believe I wasted a key point on that. You
I'm
just
so
gave it
sorry.
all away.
I'm sorry. Wait, I didn't know. Was there a plan? Did
No,
I not
there was
hear
not
the
a
plan?
plan.
It
No.
was a secret plan. Sorry.
Oh, so you didn't tell me.
It's not your fault.
No, am I kicked out of the tent now?
Do you want to be?
No.
Then don't. The tent's very good. You don't have. No one has to go outside to like keep watch or
The
whatever.
dome
It's
gives you far too much authority.
It's a perfect, yeah. Look, we're in my dome. And if you're gonna come to my sleepover, we're gonna ask Amelia what her deal is.
I've always wanted to have sleepovers. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we're doing it now, and The first rule of sleepover is bully the new girl. What's your deal?
I love this.
Wait, before, let her eat the cookie first. Let her eat the cookie first.
Sano, as it's happening, Sano also approaches the door holding Subtle like in a little cat ball.
Yeah, you're fine.
Can I
Come
go
on.
in?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Oh my
gonna
god.
go-
You're on the list. I'm holding a little list now.
I'm just like
Yeah.
over Kai's shoulder, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
You
know
can sit with us.
ratios. And she
Chirp
walks
looks,
in.
or Klulik looks at the list and is just like, it's nothing. It's just,
It's nothing.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just a child that's like trying to imitate writing.
100%.
I'm just over their shoulder, just like, oh, yes, get him,
Yeah.
tell him. We never had sleepovers at the cult, and I am
this
so
is
hyped.
So-
This is gonna be so fun. Yes.
Yeah, this is great.
So Klulik just quietly steps out of the dome and waits to see if Amelia eats the cookie.
Amelia eats the cookie.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Was it via the cookie?
Let me flavor my
I know,
spells
but
with
no.
baked goods.
I want like to understand the cause and effect here. I'm very curious. So it's eating the cookie creates the spell.
Absolutely.
See, that's fun. I'm not
very
coming
fun.
after you. It's all good. Great. So she makes a wisdom save.
I do believe so, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hold on.
What's the spell save DC? Was it 14 for you?
I think it's 15.
15? She's
Yeah.
not gonna save.
It's
she
a
doesn't make it?
charisma, actually. I'm incorrect. It's a charisma save, if that's hard for her.
I mean, I'll keep the.
I
I
just
failed
help
the
you?
first one. It's funnier that way.
Okay,
She-
okay.
Because she
to stay
killed the
honest.
second one. Okay, so she fails the roll. She is aware, however, of course, that now she may not know exactly what a zone of truth is. She knows magic's being done to her, and she's going to have some idea that it's making her be truthful. So she is aware of
Yeah,
that
no,
fact.
she knows it's happening.
Who is here? Who's interrogating the child?
Technically, everybody's around.
For what it's worth, the
Can't get
dome
through
is
the
dome.
transparent.
I'm gonna see
Everyone
if I
can
can
see
save.
in here, but magic can't come in, and people who aren't the approved group can't come in.
So you can see through the dome from the
Yeah, and
outside.
I'm listening to everything.
Okay. Well, no. Can you see
charisma
in from the
save?
outside or out from the inside?
She can't see. No one on the outside can
see
see
in,
in.
okay.
Everyone on the inside can see out.
Okay, so yeah, you, Sano, and Subtle are all just like.
Yeah, this is great.
Um,
I offer you a
Klulik
piece
just
of
does
candy.
Klulik does that bird
good,
thing
yeah.
when a bird is wet and drying off because it like
Ruffles.
he just knows that he's in a zone of truth and he's like,
so
Oh, are we in
Poppy,
the zone of truth?
no, you're in the
Yeah. Ooh, gross.
Yeah, but
So
everybody
Poppy
around me-
Klulik, Dazzle, Ella, Squangarlo.
I think I'm still outside, yeah.
Yeah, you're all here. Okay.
Why are people outside?
I was
I don't
at
have
the
Poppy's
door
an elephant.
when you were like doing the door.
Oh,
key.
you're
My
still,
language
still,
yet, so
you're still pachydermic.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm drinking water, rehydrating.
Yeah.
I will say I did
with that.
roll a save for her zone of truth, and I did not succeed.
Okay. So you were also bound to truth here.
So I'm just like standing at the door, just like absolutely vibing when she hands me the candy. I'm like, thank you. I desperately would love to be your friend.
Oh,
I think you're very cool, and this is awesome, and I have missed being around people so much, and I'm saying a lot.
now you're good, Marquis.
oh my god, the zero charisma boy saved.
Okay, so Klulik actually passed your save. You failed. Squangarlo, what was your save? Charisma.
13, so I failed.
You failed as well. Do you roll for your own zone of truth, or are you just like good to go by default?
I think I'm good to go.
I
by
think so,
default.
right? Yeah. You failed as well?
I
Yes,
don't normally
elephant?
lie, though.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Why are people outside? Why?
So we have
Oh!
You did
two. You
it!
did it! It doesn't taste good, does it?
It makes your lips tingle. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Honestly,
So itchy.
So we have the two truthy people right here, right?
yeah.
Okay, great.
This is gonna go
7
great.
bird
This is
ears.
so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Klulik just is like, you two gonna kiss?
Yes.
Oh.
I love how you can choose not to answer and still say it.
This is
I
amazing.
look. I've been on a big journey lately where I was
been
supposed to be like
busy,
self-discovering
and she's
independence that doesn't
also
require a
trying to
man
find out
in any
who I
capacities,
am and, like,
particularly
really
men,
learn
especially with all of the
who
stuff
I
with
am.
fire.
But you want to kiss each other?
Elephant
Yes.
butt smacks you a little closer.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Oops.
Oh, I'm not mad that happened.
This had unforeseen
This
consequences.
is the great. Hey. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Should we make sure that we're
What?
not going to be killed by a child?
Yes.
She couldn't.
What does this do?
That's none of your business.
What?
Oh, no, I can tell you, sweetheart. So what happens is when we meet people who are being kind of evasive with us, I feed them a cookie, and then we have a real serious talk.
And we all
You know
did
what I
it.
mean?
Do we all have to tell the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I lean my head out just to yell, yes!
I'm happy to tell you the truth, sweetheart, if you tell us the truth.
Now make sure you guys do tell the truth if you talk.
Yep.
Because Klulik does not have to tell the truth.
Correct.
Ella just does.
And you can't lie.
Amazing.
Okay. What do you want to know?
You seem like maybe you're making up a lot of things on the fly. And as somebody who made a career of making things up on the fly, I have a tendency to recognize that. Is your name Amelia? Hesitation is bad.
Can I Can I talk to Poppy?
Poppy's an elephant right now, sweetheart. So you
That's
can.
why I'm asking.
You get like ear waves at you. And elephant eye contact.
This complicates things so much.
Do you want to keep being an elephant?
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
And she can't lie.
I mean, give us a head nod.
You can nod and shake your head. Do you want to stay an elephant right now for this? You've got like 10 minutes.
No.
Okay. I drop polymorph.
Poppy morph.
Poppy more.
Yes.
I got to say, being an elephant's very fun.
I wish I could
Yes.
Do you know all of them?
I known them for about 4 days. 4 days.
Answer the question that was asked of you. What is this?
From inside the dome.
Oh, right.
I lean my head out.
I get close to Amelia.
I can pass through.
If there's any
whenever I
reason
want.
Kai isn't hearing anything from inside the dome, I am directly being like, so Amelia said.
Yes.
Your name is not Amelia.
No.
Can I ask why you lied when I asked you?
Who would lie about who they are?
Are
Yeah, Jonathan.
are they all good people?
Well, I will say this. I met them at a funeral for a man that everyone seemed to really admire as a hero. And these are the company he kept. So I'd say they're pretty trustworthy.
I was told by someone not to say who I am or what my name is.
Been there.
Did they threaten you?
No, he was trying to help me and warned me to use a different name while I'm traveling.
Well, someone such as you, very young, that's not necessarily bad advice. Did he say specifically to lie to these people?
No, just not to.
39 p.m.
Sorry.
Incredible.
Sometimes my
Sorry.
machinery talks.
I was talking to the dirt.
Oh,
Hey, buddy, I got a boss hooking for you again.
I'm not gonna do it. How are you the same dirt? I'm across the ocean.
do you know this man that's trying to help you?
Yes, I've known him for a long time.
That does not mean trustworthy.
I trust him
Well, then
and
that's
his
good.
Family.
family.
Sweetheart, are you hiding from anybody or running from anybody in particular that would make such a person concerned for your safety?
And you can tell it's hard for her. Like, she's struggling with a lot right now.
Let's have a seat.
Oh my god.
Come, sit
Just tell
down.
the truth or I'll read your brain.
Oh,
That sounded very ominous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
don't
that's
care.
okay. It's pretty normal for Frey, and it seems to be people everywhere can sort of read minds.
Klulik leans into the dome and is like, you're at a 10 right now, and I think just to get the information out of the kid,
Put it
we
at
want you to be at a 7.
11.
Here's
We're
the thing.
7.
If you want the information, I can just get it.
That, you have no idea how much that sounds creepier and creepier every time
I
you say
don't
it.
give a shit.
I think it's great. Plan B, Zella's plans in action, then we got you.
Okay, please just tell the truth because
My name.
I'm sorry, or whatever.
There you go. Was that so hard?
Yeah.
Never apologize to children.
Never.
My name is Trena Ijubezen.
That is a very nice name.
Did you feel like you needed to do that because you thought
Does
we
that-
would all recognize?
Everybody already knows what's going on all the time, and so I thought I'd catch
No,
you guys on one.
it's
So I was
new-
like,
No,
but
it's new for us too.
It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Does the
we're-
name mean anything?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes.
The person who that might mean something to is not here.
Oh.
Let's get none of you. Come on. I mean,
I don't know
I want
nothing.
Dazzle, Ella, and I want Cluelix, sorry, to all roll history checks.
Oh, sure, that's
Dazzle at disadvantage.
Why?
Because you do not listen.
Can I?
Only then, because I've got pretty good history.
Okay.
I would love to
Can I have
roll
a
this
reroll?
also.
Fuck, yeah, you have rerolls, so
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
it.
using a
Guy
reroll.
does live in this.
That's true. And you were from the
And
West,
my
the West
entire
countries,
job
right?
was to know important
That's true.
people.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely roll. Yeah,
I
Squangarlo,
was
go
close.
for
I
it.
didn't know her.
It was
Thank you,
history?
baby.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
15.
I
16.
made Pinky promise.
The DC for this is
Only got the
astronomical.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I use
forgot.
a reroll.
I have a -1 in history.
Nope.
I have a +1, and with
it-
my disadvantage, that's
You
a
can
14.
certainly burn rerolls if you'd like. We're looking for something above an 18.
I'll do
I'm gonna
one
try.
more.
I'm gonna try just a little bit
I'll do
more.
one more. It
If I
won't
wasn't at
work.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a 16.
I might take an 18.
Maybe. Okay, I want to try
Okay,
one
I'm
more
gonna
Just
use
say
time.
it
one
funny.
more. This
Go
is
for
my
it.
4th one I'm using.
I'm also trying one more.
Hey, we have
Or sorry,
rerolls.
3rd one.
Nope.
We have them to be
Do
used.
this. Come on now.
Oh, no.
Nah.
Let me know if
One more.
anyone fails by less than 4.
Oh, I did.
Okay. I has a flash of genius.
Oh, how fun.
Oh.
You get +4.
It took me 6, but I got
Great.
there.
I'm
Okay.
here. I'm at a 20.
Ah, shit! I didn't use my inspiration.
So then
I
Clulic,
didn't-
wildly Clulic and Kai know this.
I think we do the
The surname Iju Bezin is the
is
last
you?
name of a very, very powerful aristocratic family from the Khazaric Empire.
Oh, yeah. Klulik knows this because he hates capitalism.
And before we
I know
continue,
Cluelix capitalism face, and I'm just like,
as we continue interrogating the child, we're going to take a very short break.
Ah.
Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Are you saying we're turning off our camera before we interrogate a child?
That sounds.
Because I don't like that.
fine.
You said that.
Five.
fire butthole.
Welcome back, everyone, and we continue sitting around on the banks of the Avali River as in the Zone of Truth. We are speaking to Trena Ijubezen, who now Klulik and Kai realize is related to, potentially the daughter of a major Khazaric oligarch.
Yo, I rolled 22 on deception. It does not look like that name means anything to me.
Poker face.
Klulik doesn't try to hide that he recognizes it. He goes, Why would you have been sent to travel on your own?
Okay, we're just
Why would they not send you with some sort of protection?
because that would raise a bigger.
It's been a long year.
oh, it's about it.
Yeah.
Without you, my friend.
Well, my friend who was helping me out so much, Feriel,
For real?
Feriel, sorry if my accent is too...
Don't worry, I think your accent's very understandable.
I should back up. I'm sorry. Back before everything happened, back on my family's estate, I would often spend a lot of time with the staff, and they taught me a lot, and I would help them to prepare meals and what have you, and they told me stories about their families. And sometimes I would sneak out at night, and I would bring them presents for their children or treats that my parents kept only for the guests. And that was especially Ferial. He was a boy about my age, and so he and I would spend a lot of time together. And he showed me how to weave with baskets. My parents got mad about it though, so I had to stop.
but
Yeah, heaven forbid you learn a trade.
one day,
It's rich people.
One day what, sweetheart?
one day the estate was just empty. All the staff had left, and it was just me, my parents, and the guards. And at the time, I didn't really know why. I checked all over the house, and there was nothing until I looked in my and Thariel's hiding place. He had left me a note just telling me that he would look for me and that I shouldn't stay with my parents anymore. But I didn't understand why.
Okay.
Was Fariel a half elf?
That was a word that I actually only learned after I left.
Who are you?
Great.
I got
I'm
a
not
fess.
Yeah.
Fess is like right here for a second.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna ask what word you were asked to use instead. Who are you trying to get to? We will make sure you get to where you need to go.
Why?
Because there's no reason not to. If we're heading in the same direction, it's the same reason we're all together.
Well, it's because my parents and I got separated. After all this stuff left, they, about 2 nights later, woke me up in the middle of the night and told me that we had to leave right now. They wouldn't let me pack anything more than some clothes, and told me not to wear any jewelry or anything else. When we got downstairs...
And they said that they would hold it for you and they would keep it safe.
Well,
I've heard you say that one.
Yeah.
You've said that to me, I think.
I will say aloud
But-
in
Make
Sylvan,
a note.
we could make so much money on a bounty for her.
Which-
For
What?
the right people.
Nothing. Later. Klulik reaches into his robe and pulls out a ring and hands it to Ella. And is just like, I'm sorry.
When we got downstairs, there were Murovnik in the house, the police. And they gave us rags and told us to wear them over our clothes. And then we walked out of the city on foot. And the streets were quiet, but there was a tension in the air, like people
Which
knew
city
something
was
was coming. Our estate was in Beznost.
Okay.
She's the child of slavers.
Is that what that means? I'm not from here. What's Beznost? Something happened in
Beznost is not much anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is that not a bad thing?
Depends on what your beliefs are. We tend to think that it's fine.
Okay, so, look, 14's a little old for, like, innocent complacence, right?
Thank you.
I'm just saying, okay, at 14, I was being trained to take over a section of a cult, so I do think that if I was able to be aware of, hey, we probably shouldn't be evil bad guys, and I think I might be putting in a position of you doing that, you should be too. So what's your deal?
What is my deal?
Yeah.
What does the question mean?
Were you being sheltered or being trained?
When we left the estate, that was my first time outside on the streets
couldn't
of
walk in
Beznos.
the
You
Forest.
never went outside?
We had a large estate, but I'd never been in the city.
Wow.
And then my parents chartered a boat to Tel Aviv, trying to say that it was safer, but then apparently they only had enough room on the ship for the two of them. They said that they would send word for me when it was okay for me to come over.
They didn't
They
send
went
you
to-
with one parent?
They went to safety before you?
They gave me money to live in Anishte for a while, but
I'm so sorry. That sounds terrible.
That tracks.
It's a lot.
it was okay.
Is that normal, your family not being there for you?
I have the doll out, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm just twirling a pin in my hands.
Again, cult kid. Oh boy, you
Yeah,
were raised
right?
on a fancy estate and you never got to leave.
Right?
That's all I perform for. This is very normal.
Yeah.
But that's when Fariel found me, and he and his family took me in.
Oh, the little boy you love.
And she turns like beet red.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
You don't have to talk about it.
we can withdraw that question.
You got
It's
stricken from the
Hey.
record.
You're not allowed.
Sorry.
You got at least 7 years. Don't worry about it.
You are not allowed to do that to somebody else.
Hey.
We don't have to talk about it. No. I won't ruin this beautiful.
I'm not going to speak for everybody, but if you are trying to get to the same city we are trying to get to, I am happy to take you to whoever you are trying to meet up with.
I would like to give your parents a stern talking to, though.
It's a real babysitter now.
I'm sorry, Glulik, I am. Julie. Glulik's a real
I like
babysitter
it.
now. Chirping ever.
Thank you.
I know about it now.
And what do you think about it, sweetheart?
Ferial told me about everything that we did.
Oh yeah, the fact that your family owned him and his family. Okay. No, continue. We feel bad for you.
He told me about everything the Empire and my family did. I know.
I'm just gonna message Kai and be like, you and our friend Fess would get along so well. You really just sound like her right now.
It's almost like you're the same
Uncanny.
person.
Honestly,
Interesting.
Kick this kid's ass.
Let's.
They did not meet at the funeral?
No, I guess
Oh, I
they
saw
just-
her up there.
that's bad.
It doesn't feel like a
I've never seen them in the
inconsistent
same
thing
room.
to
No,
see
I'm
a
just
person
saying,
that
maybe if you-
propagated slavery
Timothy.
and then maybe be mad about
Timothy
that.
and Fess.
Feels like the normal
Genuinely,
reaction.
I think you would have been friends, and I want you to know that our friend
Thank
Fess
you. I
would have
love
kicked this
that.
kid's ass.
Yeah, fuck this kid.
But you
I
do
really
also
want to
sound
kill
alike
this
sometimes.
That's I have a floating accent, and I talked to many a half elf that didn't feel very good
I don't
about Kaziric nobles. Thank you. I love you so much. I hand her more candy.
I know I should have realized something sooner. I know the signs were there, and
So what are you doing now? Now that you know, you're just spending all of your time and resources running to the person that you held systemic power over for protection. Why aren't you helping? Why aren't you doing something good? You're just here and wandering and making us go slowly.
I'm going to confront my parents about what they did. I want answers from them,
They left you to die.
and I want answers.
You should want more than answers. And when you get a little spine, you can come inside the, it's hot pink, the hot pink dome.
What kind of answers are you looking for?
I was raised my whole life thinking one thing, and then you are forced to confront the fact that you were stupid the whole time and that life was a different thing.
All right.
I trusted what they told me when I was growing up. And so now I don't even know what I'm going to do when I see them.
Dazzle, who has been, I'd say, eased up a little bit, a little more mature about things, a little less chaotic, leans very closely to her ear and goes, I understand fully. And when I found my dad, I killed him. What are you going to do about it?
And we help.
It's shake and bake.
I don't know.
Kulik sits down next to Amelia and is like, I was raised, I don't want to say in a similar way, but I definitely believed that certain things were true that were not true. And I was raised to have a certain set of values that maybe weren't the best. I think I didn't kill my dad. He sort of died of old age but it's very complicated. I would have. But you don't have to kill your dad. It's great thematically if you can.
I'm just saying, if anyone had a more similar upbringing to being awful because of your parents and being raised to be trash, awful people.
I do not know my parents.
Mine are dead.
I stopped playing the sad,
Same.
a really sad song on the violin. That's sad.
Do Do you need answers? Or can you just go start living your life?
Sometimes it feels like it would be preferable just to be able to forget. But I know that I can't do that. The only other thing I can do is to... I don't even know if I want to. I can't understand. I can't talk to them and understand.
No.
Doing the things that Ferial told me they did and showed me they did. I could never understand them. What else do I do?
Well, it's not your responsibility to understand. Perhaps it's on you to make them understand how badly they've wronged you, not just people outside of their circle, but your own.
I literally whispered to Squangarlo, I'm like,
And others, yeah, no, absolutely, and others. But I'm saying, like, it's, maybe it hits closer to home when it's close to home, and then you branch out if they don't understand, and also other things.
You get
What do you think you can get from them that you don't already have?
Like a lot of money.
I get.
Where do I go? What do I do? If I stay in the West, then there might be people who find me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I stay out here, I don't know anyone. There's nothing out here.
I'd like to slip out of this conversation.
You may. Exit the zone of truth.
I'm gonna go slightly into the woods. I'll Misty step out.
Whoa.
Because I can.
respect.
I'm sure that is fine and she's fine.
And what are you doing?
Yeah. I'd like to try to commune with my patron.
All right. Great. Do me a favor.
He's not that into you.
Oh no.
Do me a favor and roll. How would you? I do want this to come down to a roll, but I'll let you pick how you want to attempt to commune with Fire, if you can explain it to me.
Ooh. With the woods around me, I'd like to kind of take a spot that hasn't been overtaken by spring, and find something that's a little more grounded in a tree that doesn't have the kind of like vibrance and magic that has overcome it, and sit at the base of a tree. And I'm just going to summon a minor illusion of the lattice that I used to have to contact Fyram.
Smart.
And just stare into it, glowing a little bit with a little more celestial magic, and just say, I think I have someone that needs your help.
Great. Roll me.
Are you making a warlock right now?
I want you to roll me. You can choose between religion or nature or arcana with advantage.
Roll to make a murder baby.
A fey murder baby. Love those.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Let's
She becomes 2 warlocks. What did you roll?
Arcana.
Okay. You have a minor illusion of the lattice. This almost like decellularized oak leaf is what it looks like. Seeing through it initially as you create it, those holes begin to fill until the lattice work itself dips away. And you can see through it as though you could look into a mirror or see through a window. Beyond it, you see a realm, a grove of trees, all in the multitude of kaleidoscope colors of fall. And amidst that, in this sort of swirling maelstrom, almost composed of those leaves and shifting in color down his entire body, you see a centaur approach the leaf. A visage you've come to recognize as Fyram Autumn Dance. He just eyes you up silently for a moment.
I don't come to you for me this time.
And then
How can I help you, Dazzle?
When I was very, very lost, you gave me power. And it gave me the ability to do something other than what I was raised to be. And I think that there might be someone else who could be on a very similar path and maybe even do it better.
You are in Tareve right now, are you not?
I am.
You contest against the forces of spring.
I do.
There is a contested imbalance in the courts of the Fae at present.
Can I help?
You could be of great use if you see this little adventure of yours through to the end. There are those who say that Dew has gone too far.
Yeah, I would say probably most.
He seeks to grasp power that is not his to attain. And there is another as well.
What do you, is it another one of the Fae domains?
There is a woman in Tareve now, not far from you. So alien, but you might find her familiar. In a way. She is the key to all of this, and I'm afraid if you are to succeed, and it would so win my favor, she must be killed. You will meet her soon.
Does she deserve it?
She has fallen to spring. Whether she is a willing devotee or not, the result is the same. Kind of like your young lass, wouldn't you say? Complicit in the crimes of the Khaziric Empire.
I mean, not under magical influence, honestly. It seems like she's just a little foolish, but...
Ah, but 14 is old enough to know better.
Yes.
Could there not be a bit of blood on her hand?
No, there is. I just think that she wasn't magically influenced, so it's worse. Somebody being manipulated by a powerful overlord of a Fae realm versus a teenager who refuses to question the harm she sees around her. And I know because I was a teenager who didn't question the harm I saw around me.
And yet a pact has been struck, knowing its consequences merely to preserve a life. No, that bud must be crushed.
Okay.
That flower wilted, and you and your friends are the only ones who can do it. For that, I will grant you a boon. Pluck a leaf from the tree closest to the edge of the line as you approach the river again. Give the leaf to your new little friend, and perhaps I can guide her path as well.
Thank you, Fire.
I've missed you, Dazzle.
Really?
Oh, actually, everything. I gotta.
Oh.
And the connection fades.
I'll slip back in.
Bobby's just, and you take the weave and you got you remember it, the weaving, and
Yeah,
she's
no,
teaching you the trick.
And,
she forgot.
and Clue goes, okay,
It's more of a
Listen.
tube.
listen, you can't stand trial for the entire Khaziric Empire. She can't. She's one person. She was a kid. She was sheltered. I'm not saying that makes her a good person or a perfect person. I'm not saying she's not complicit. I'm saying we can't turn her in to face the real people handed her $50 and got on a boat and left her to take the rap.
She's a part of him.
Did I just hear Fess's accent come out
That
of you?
was
That was
So what I
accent.
want to say is yes, because Kai is now flitting through a bunch of different like half-elf faces. It's never Fess because she doesn't know Fess personally, but she spent a lot of time in the Western countries and met a lot of half-elves that suffered in the Khazaric Empire.
Yeah.
So the mood she's in right now has to do with that, and it's not Fess, but Fess's story wasn't the only story. It was only one of hundreds.
Absolutely.
And Kai met a lot of half-elves.
When I enter back into the conversation while they're kind of arguing about it and see Kai flipping through that, I'll just kind of like,
She's humming, by the way, and using Song of Creation, and is building out of thin air, just like floater after images and shadows, a crossbow in her hand. Slowly, but
we don't know
clearly.
each other that well yet, so I don't know if this is a good hug time or a bad hug time, but I wanted.
I really want to be hugged right
Okay,
now.
just so you know,
Thank you.
the offer stands.
I appreciate it.
And then the area at the like edge of the water that Fyron was describing is here, right?
Yeah, so you stepped back a bit into the forest to have this conversation, right?
Yeah.
So you can come back out, and now the tree line is like near 10 yards away from the bank of the water, and I imagine we're camping somewhere between those 2 points. So yes, you can certainly be at the tree line.
I will take one.
Kulik, you think that we can't hold her responsible? That's just a failure of imagination on your end. How old are you?
Well, I'm middle-aged for a bird.
Yeah, but how many years has that been?
It's like 6 years.
Yeah. So you've been able to learn a lot in 6 years. She's lived twice your lifetime and learned nothing.
She never will.
She doesn't have to. There are loads
What do you
of
mean she has learned
nobles.
nothing? She just said she started questioning
And say this
recently.
this is more progress than a lot of other nobles we've seen. I'm not saying that she needs another cookie for it, but at the same time, can things get better?
Many generations, yes. Depends.
We
When
have
you
to-
live
we have
full
to we have to we have to start with some generation sometime, right?
You think this is the one? You put your faith in her?
I don't know.
Is it for us? I'm not from business. I do not know her crimes. I am not a judge for this.
Listen, far be it from me to intervene.
God
Who is
damn it,
this?
Timothy!
And then you realize
You've been here the whole time.
there's like
Where did it?
all of a
did
sudden,
we get a spicy boy on
all of a sudden, I can't believe I'm doing this. Coming from the forest, the trees break, and there's 6 Timothans carrying a litter, on which is a throne, where you see another Timothan.
We're a little bit
King
busy right
Timothy.
now.
Seated in the
It's not
throne.
the time.
I don't know. That's the bad boy of the spicy boys. I'm not really in a position to like turn him away.
right.
He's still
Them-
damp from
many
the
of them.
ocean.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said
Finally.
no one was left alive in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, me and the horse did a bad job looking.
Fine, Timothans.
There were
in
6.
water, remember? So that's on me.
Oh, and he multiplied.
Yeah. Well, I'd see. I guess that's what happens. But
You also can't feed a Timothy after
Budding?
midnight.
Budding.
Oh.
And Timothan, he claps, and he puts his arms like this, and the Timothans each grab like under the arm, but like
Oh
heft
my
him like
god.
into the circle. Oh, thank you, yeah.
Oh, right.
Appreciate
I mean,
it.
look at how much Timothy has grown, and it's only been a day.
right?
That's fair, but he's a spicy boy. He's only ever.
Listen, I just wanted to come down here
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and drop some sage advice on all of y'all.
Great.
Definitely.
So,
Advice.
this is a sticky one, huh?
Is it?
It depends
We've
on
been
how
in
much people
stickier.
paid.
I mean, they actually did, so we'll get to that in a minute.
So how sticky is it?
It's gonna get stickier in a
How
second.
sticky is it?
But you know, like, you guys, okay, this reminds me of a time.
Go on.
Me and Darren.
Are you centering yourself in this moment? I put a crossbow bolt through Timothy's head.
Got him.
Oh God!
I don't think that works for a guy.
as he cuts off, almost like still in the same sentence, the other Timothan's like, and Darren and Baron and Sharon.
Oh, they're a hive mind. They're a
Wait,
hive
that's
mind.
kind of awesome.
Don't you get it? We've all been Timothy this whole time, right? Is that what's going on? Or am I...
Yeah, no, you got.
Okay, got it.
I'm really just sort of like grasping for amoral here, so whatever you got, I'll take it.
I feel better having killed the one.
Okay,
So
is this-
I'll stop.
If you want to take it out, so it's not on, I guess, the kid.
It's weird that we're protecting this kid, but sure.
No one is.
I just mean if we need to get it out now while we're still kind of making a
Taryn.
decision.
Yeah. He's gonna keep naming people.
So, someone's got to do
Maren.
it. Somebody do it.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Turn down his volume.
I forgot I could do that.
No, it only works for one of us at a time. But there's so many of us. You can't
right.
get us all. Early, you can't. No. Okay, I'm the last one left.
Wow, so are we just going to be followed around by 5 quiet
You do have like
Timothins?
6 Timothins, just like
6 silent
just
Timothys.
hanging out.
Worth it for now.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Agatha Christie book.
I was literally Silence of Timothy.
6 silent.
Six
Silent
silent.
Oh my
Timothys.
god.
This is so important, y'all. I have to write. This is the note I take.
Incredible. I'm just look. I was reserving judgment. I don't
never
know.
am.
Look, I'm fairly comfortable with death, but killing a child is a little.
Look, if you want to turn her over to authorities, that's something we can
It's
do.
zone of truth time, baby. Just
Rulick.
don't look at me like that.
I'm not somebody who was. I was affected by the Kaziric the same way everybody was affected, but I was not personally affected by this girl or her family. If somebody is looking for her, and we truly believe that there is judgment to be done, then why don't we give her to the people that hand out judgment?
Evil check.
That's what you check for evil?
Yeah,
He's
he
depending
said
on
to
an
alert
authority
the
figure.
authorities.
Is that not
He
normal?
said they're the people
Not
who should
from-
pass judgment.
How do I absolve
what
myself
I'm saying
to
is,
you?
it's not us. We're not the ones who do it.
Sure, but phew.
You want to take her to the half elves?
I want to telekinetically shove her.
Where does she go?
What?
Cool. You
5
pushed
feet.
You pushed a kid. You feel better?
Yeah.
Great.
I'm not asking hypothetically. How do I absolve myself of this? How do I make good when all of this happened?
Do better than questions. Resolve to be. Fucking your voice. Resolve to do something else with your life. You're not going to be satisfied by whatever excuses your parents have built to justify their behavior over time. Now, if you're saying, like, I'm going to ask questions and go fight, then maybe you need this crossbow more than I do, and I throw it at her feet.
I'm gonna pull the lattice out of my sleeve and just kind of like turn her to the side.
That is a fair relic.
Dazzle.
If you want to do something and you want to stand up for all of the many, many harm that you've seen in front of you, you're going to have to be able to walk in the woods. You're going to need to get a little stronger. And you're going to have to use it.
You guys, this is a real rough origin story. I'm
This
telling you.
This is a lot.
Oh, thank you.
We've
I'm
seen,
actually
lattice
reaching all
and I
the
go,
way.
we've seen rougher, sweetheart.
Listen to him.
Maybe one day we'll introduce you to our friend Fess if you're thinking about rough origin stories.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I also don't think that's a good idea.
That will grant you access to the opportunity for the power to do something about it, because right now I don't think that we should kill you here, but I do think you're completely useless.
I do want to do something. I do
Great.
want to change.
Then do it.
If I
Klulik looks at her and goes, "You said your name is Amelia? You're Amelia now. You get me?
okay.
What your family did doesn't matter. We're going to take you to this city. You're not going to meet your family. You're going to go meet that other kid.
Ferial is back in Anish there.
You screwed that one up, I got to be honest with you. You shouldn't have gotten on the boat. We will take you to the city. But you're going to have to start a new life. You're not going to find any answers. If you go to your parents, bad things are going to happen to your parents because we will know where your parents are and we will not keep it secret. If you want to cut ties, you cut ties.
Start making a difference. It's time.
Okay.
And if Firearm doesn't explicitly say to like kill a member of a high council in a political court, don't do it. If he's not like really specific that that's what you're supposed to do, it's a beginner's mistake. Everybody makes it. Don't do it.
I don't know that
Of course I
anybody
know
would.
Firearm.
Oh.
How do you know Firearm?
How do you know Firearm?
I sometimes
Did
I
you-
think she doesn't know Firearm as well as
Did
she
you
thinks
just
she
talk
does.
to Firearm
Yo, is
like
this
just
zone
now?
still
How long
going?
have you had that?
Speaking of which,
Still up?
we had quite a chunky scene there. We have a confessional in the zone of truth
Yes.
for Squangarlo.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't known what's been going on for the past 45 minutes. And it's been quite a wild ride. See, I kind of envisioned this night going a little bit differently. I was going to say, okay, so Dazzle was going to be like, I don't sleep. I've got first watch. And I'm like, I know that. I know this. And then I was going to be all like, oh, I guess I could do first watch too. And then I was thinking maybe we would hold hands and I'd talk and I'd give her something that I've been wanting to give her for fun. And just be very nice. And then this little child pops up out of nowhere, and I feel like it could have just been a moment of like, that's neat. Come on in. We'll deal with this later. What a wild ride this has been. So no hand holding, no nothing. I'm just sitting over here pouting a little bit, and Beniantha is worried sick. He can tell when my vibes are off, and my vibes are definitely off. So what an evening. Also, what was that stinky smell earlier? So strange.
Which you still stinky smell.
I still smell it. I'll take that much right now. Oh, is it the river? No. Yes. No. Yes.
Everyone sitting outside, upon the ending of that soliloquy, realizes they are stuck to their seats
No!
and
Who was
to
sitting?
and to themselves.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sitting.
You're like,
Not again.
What?
I was being dramatic in sorcery, and now my
Uh-oh.
anyone. Hang on. I will say this.
I
You,
get my foot in between, like.
you, Kai, are probably one of the people who's a little more mobile at the moment. You weren't sitting, is that correct?
Yeah.
You can probably walk around with like pebbles stuck to your feet.
No, my foot's stuck to my hands now because I tried to get my foot between my
Jesus.
hands.
However, you hear a bit of a commotion coming from inside the dome.
Are you doing like a full-on sticky cartoon
Wait,
character situation?
subtle.
I one leg
Sano.
hop into the thing.
We'll talk about that another time.
Okay, there are definitely things more pressing.
You see Sano, who was petting Subtle at the time, is now swinging around the dome, just trying to get Subtle off of her hand,
It's very good.
just collecting detritus from all over.
If I'm honest,
the
that's what you
dome.
get. You were petting a grown man.
I don't know how long this is gonna last.
Like throw prestidigitations.
Yeah. We should have
Klulik leans back
Okay.
into the dome
Yeah.
and is like, hey,
Hey.
assuming that I can unstick myself from the ground and we can all unstick ourselves from the ground, can the kid come in the dome?
Not this one. I will absolutely drop it and recast. You
Okay.
can give me like 11 minutes with my hands not touching each other. Ah! Duck the cat!
Now, you did suggest that we hug.
I did.
And that may have been sarcasm, but Dazzle does not know that.
Yes.
So she said, whoop.
When you two hug, you stick naturally. However, at that moment, Sano, thinking, oh, water will get it off, comes out of the dome and swings subtle, sticking to both of you.
Stop! You're gonna turn Squangarlo back into a mermaid!
Wait, what? No.
And she starts.
Or nor.
Is that not how you work?
No, not at all. I'm a half elf. I've had a lot of thoughts about this conversation.
She starts dragging the both of you to the water.
No, I was a warlock.
Wait, you're not a mermaid?
No.
This is
One,
nice.
it's the merman.
I know there's a cat stuck to us, but this is.
You're not an Ethel merman?
That's my sock. It's like a blanket with claws.
Also, I knew you were a warlock. I listen when you talk.
You are not a mermaid?
No, I'm an aquatic half elf. Is that not abundantly clear to everyone?
So what
That's very
happens
clear
when
to
you
me.
get wet?
I stay at my core the same, but I guess I get a little heavier because my hair is wet.
Let's find out. And Sano grabs you also and is dragging everyone toward the water to try and
What is happening?
rinse off the goo.
Klulik is just like sitting and he's like, why does he think? Why
There's a
does
cat stuck to my face, and also we're.
And you're being dragged to the river.
This is an Omni friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, have this conversation.
Yeah. Well, Klulik isn't stuck to the Omni friend, so I guess he turns
true.
to Amelia and he goes, so I don't know. Why
You're
does
part of this now.
why does Sano think that this is going to help anything? And
It's his first time getting sticky.
he just
I can't-
taps Amelia.
I can't let go of the ball.
Oh well. I guess we're all going in the river.
And
Splash.
Happy
do
will
watch-
miss you while we're in the
I do
river.
watch
I will miss
very
you too.
attentively.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay
Sano,
put.
Sano does heft all of you up in a great
All of
just
us?
lump. Whoever's stuck in the friend,
you want to be
Omni
stuck to
friend.
this?
No, I don't.
Okay.
She lifts up the entire Omni friend, and you can tell she's struggling with this a little bit, and then dunks you like baptismally into the water.
Watching Squangarlo.
Yeah, so as the water touches me, I begin to transfer. I'm kidding.
Magical girl.
But then as they're getting dunked and lifted, Klulik in between every dunk is asking Dazzle, wait, so do you float because which?
What?
You know, floating.
Okay, we're
'Cause
gonna shake you out
which?
now.
Or do you sink?
Wait, you
I
gotta
for-
shake. No, you're shaking.
And you all do start coming apart.
I will say I did mask many faces into a mermaid.
If I see you do it, then I'm gonna change my bottom half and be like, cool. Mermaid
Double
cat.
I can't see
mermaid.
that.
However,
It turns out everyone's a mermaid except you.
Wow.
Awesome.
Also like a
Yes, I
dugong.
float.
Oh, okay.
in shaking off all of you back onto the bank, now de-sticked,
Yeah.
the tabaxi, subtle in color, has picked up a lot of detritus from inside the dome.
Yucky.
And you see a whole bunch of various little odds and ends fall to the beach here, all of which carry a little bit of a shimmy stand branding.
Do that.
Shimmy stands, shimmy brain.
And so we're gonna be handing out a few of these.
Amazing.
Creaminess.
Kai, we'll start with you.
Oh, thank you.
At your feet, you see what appears to be a scroll, bound and wax sealed.
Come on, give me another one.
No,
Do it.
no, because you're
Do
gonna
it.
die
No,
again.
I can't lose you again.
It's a scroll bound. The wax is sealed with the Shimmy Stand logo.
I popped the top, baby. What's this?
It says Shimmy Stand's Deed of Land, and there's a blank space in the location where it names the parcel of land owned.
Make me whatever I want.
You don't have to choose now, but it is blank.
Write the world.
Kirk,
All of it.
Lulik,
I wish for 1,000 wishes.
I'm sorry, it's Chulik.
Shulik. I promise, I did not mean to give you this one. I promise I'll give you more cool stuff soon.
You can talk to
At your
sand.
feet,
I have a blank check.
at your feet, you see a can, and there's a label on it, and it's Shimmy Stand's logo, and it just says Shimmy Stand's Beans in Can.
I'll note down here in my inventory, can of beans.
Please
Which-
tell me it's just a good means.
Look, it's a Shimmy Stand's product, so it still does some weird shit. So keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Squangarlo,
Hey.
you see what appears to be like a little baggie full of, I don't know, sweetbreads or giblets or like little bits of animal stuff.
Oh.
And the label says Shimmy Stand's Tasty Glands.
Yes!
Incredible.
Are you mad at me? Why did what did I do?
Are
Look-
you mad at me?
In hindsight, that is worse than the beans.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's literally the
Bland.
word is awful. OFFA. It's a bag of awful.
However, it does, of course, have there's some shimmy standness going on there.
There's some shimmy in those glands.
Oh, I got a recipe for that, sweetheart. Don't you worry.
I haven't had any
Stands,
shimmy in my glands in a
Shimmy
while.
glands.
Dazzle, you see what appears to be a bone horn with like a mouthpiece in the front of it, and there's a label.
I got beans and dirt, my dude.
I've got a loose bag and it's wet and I don't know why it's wet.
Dazzle, there's a mouthpiece, and the label says "Shimmy Stands Horn of Clans."
Ooh.
I immediately blow on it.
No! That's not what the Horn of Gondor's for.
Say clams.
It almost was that.
I also, for a second, thought you were going to say clams.
It's horn of clans, and you hear rustling in the forest, and all of a sudden, a muscle-bound Scotsman bursts onto the beach. Right, who are we fighting?
How hot?
This wasn't a one-time thing, right?
Like a 9 out of 10. Solid. Highland ecstasy, no shirt, kilt.
Sex
Did you do this?
Yeah.
You did this.
I still have
lass.
the item, right?
Oh yes, you've got it. Right, lass, who are we fighting? I'm ready for war.
No one coming down!
Them?
Right, here we go. And
Let's go!
he's gonna charge you with a great sword.
Oh, let's do this.
And just gonna start off with an attack, landing with a.
I cast silvery barbs on him. Please roll with disadvantage.
Damn!
Nice.
Yeah.
I
That
will
was
say,
worse.
Where did you come from?
My life.
It's me, your long lost dad. I have missed you so.
You're still alive?
Describe those silvery barbs.
Oh, I, as he goes to attack him, I'm like, I mean, I like a little pain. And I just want to distract him just enough that he, like, stumbles. I'm
Okay,
like,
so
I'm gonna call you daddy.
it's like a barbed vine, or what is it?
Oh, no. It's just I speak a interrupting
Oh, I
sentence.
see. Okay,
so
got
I'm just
you.
like, I mean, you can hit me if you want to, daddy.
Oh, and then he stops mid-swing to contemplate it,
Think about it.
giving you enough time if you'd like to attack him back.
I reach in and I kiss his face.
Oh, okay.
Just slide in.
That usually takes like 7 bird years.
My
You're
one
real Bugs
weakness.
Bunny energy today, and I love it.
I promise I'll be stronger next time, and he dissipates.
You gotta take it out
Got
somewhere, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Ella.
that was not even a one pump
Yep.
jump.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Here
But
are
I
the
hold
clams.
the thing.
Here's the clam?
Ella,
But I
you
didn't get to
find
bang it.
a similarly wet bag at your feet, labeled, and it says, "Shimmy Stands Yummy Clams."
Okay,
Oh
we
no,
got
you
there.
willed the clams into existence.
You
that
did
was
that.
I forgot that I did do the clams.
Those are only gonna keep for like 3
Hey,
days.
it's a clam jam. You're great.
That's basically
Clam jam.
vegetarian. They don't-
And Poppy,
Yes. I got to say, when I left the Feywild, I thought things would be less bonkers. That's not the case. I feel right at home.
We do find ourselves in shenanigans and other Celtic slang often.
you find what appears to be similarly a scroll at your feet. And the label says, "Shimmy Stand's Best Laid Plans."
Ooh. Hey.
Okay. I shove it in myself.
I shove it in myself.
No, I put it away.
Fantastic.
No, okay, that's better than
No,
what I
that's that. You're saying 2 different
I also
things.
thought the
I was
other
like,
I've
thing.
got a peg.
The coin purse?
That's a
It's just a scroll. It's boring.
That's a power move for when Vince
Great.
gives you something great. I shove it in my
These-
bod.
I've had Chirp throw them away.
You got the very nice clams and the
Hey, wait,
glands. I
Gina's
got the
also had
clams.
Anthony throw them away.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Vince handing you something, he's just going, I shove it up my
I did not
That
shove
is
up
how-
it there. No.
No.
Yeah.
No. Of course not.
We've
Could
got
be
time.
anywhere.
I put
got
in
whole
my
season,
body.
baby.
I mean, there's a Shimmy Stands product for that. However,
But I didn't get it.
is it reasonable to say
Oh no!
God.
Not the skeleton sweater!
on that we have a confessional for a tree?
Oh, I'm glad it's not me. I need a napkin.
Confessional for free.
Oh, I need it so bad.
You know, it has been so long since I have seen my beloved face. But alas, am I French now? Okay, I'm French. I'm no longer a Spanish mouse. But alas, I have moved on. A fantastic creature has plucked a leaf from my branch, and I have found a new purpose in life. Now, every time I am summoned via Confessional, I will do nothing but serenade Dazzle.
Yes!
It is all I live for. Until, of course, she dies at the end of this campaign.
Probably.
And I'll need to find someone
Maybe
new.
in the
But
middle.
until that time, I will kiss this little boo-boo. But I will eagerly anticipate our next meet.
Oh my god.
I'll fucking kill you.
I meant to
some
check on
reason,
that tree
Squangarlo's
during the
swearing up
funeral
at a
and I
tree.
forgot.
I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not me.
Is it safe to say we go to bed?
Yeah.
It's safe to say we all need a nap.
I
We are
recast.
fussy.
I ritually recast, and everyone can go inside.
Yeah.
As Vince is actively deleting half of the session as written.
I
Yeah.
spilled.
I thought up.
Clulick looks at Amelia and goes, "You can go inside this one."
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Don't thank me, thank Kai.
Thank you. I mean it. I'll make this count. I know I'll make it up to you. I'm sorry for anything you all went through with the Empire. I don't know what your story is, but I'm really sorry. And I promise I will really, really try to make it okay as much as I can.
The best thing you can do right now is be quiet so we can all
Can I
sleep.
insect Pepper?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I think Zona True's
I
only
had
10 minutes.
another cookie. No.
Yeah, I can do that again.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah. I mean, she seems sincere.
Okay.
Poppy's going to kind of crawl up to her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to take out the rose-colored glasses. I was just given these, and when I put them on, I was shown my past very clearly, without any emotional sort of sheen, just truth. Maybe if you're looking for answers, you already know them. Maybe give yourself a look over and see what you missed.
Thank
Learn.
you.
We are giving this child a lot of powerful magical artifacts today.
I take it
Wait,
back.
what?
I won this. It's a prize for me, for being amazing.
I'm
So I
glad-
do want it back.
I will give it back
Just
to
a
you.
leaf.
But for the night, you have homework.
What else did we give her?
And she puts on the glasses and just lays down on like a pad on the floor, and it's kind of just like
Just a leaf.
still just staring up at the ceiling. She still has the leaf, mind
Just
you.
a leaf.
Oh, the leaf. That's big.
Just a leaf.
And with that, the night, my notes say, passes without incident. That
No
is
one
not
has to
true.
keep watch.
Who needs it? It's just spring.
It's a dome.
It's an impenetrable dome.
Right.
That's what
It's a pink dome. Yeah.
This one's not pink.
What is this one?
Oh, it's
Dazzle
not?
doesn't sleep.
Sure don't.
But
It's orange.
the
Like a
piece,
tangerine.
the piece.
I want everybody to know that Abria Iyengar, in order to select a color for something, literally had to look at a color palette in front of her that's just swatches of basic colors.
Who could remember what colors are?
She doesn't have like a specific palette picked out or anything. She just looked down next to the pink and saw orange.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. Look, who could? There's no mnemonic way to remember what all the colors are.
What is
yeah.
a mnemonic device to remember the colors
No
of the
one
rainbow?
could know.
Speaking of you,
No one could know.
Clulick, as you grill Kai, as you roast Kai over her color choices, you all sleep aside from Dazzle, relatively peacefully. However, Clulick,
I'm Lamp. Yes.
the piece of the world outside is lightly punctuated by a turmoil within, as you have very fretful dreams.
Oh.
You have dreams of drowning, of burning in high noon sun, of starving near to death, and of feeling sand on your face before you awaken that morning back in the dome. Fuck you.
I've opened my bottle of Shimmy Stand Super Sand and I'm just like sprinkling it on.
You all awake in the morning, aside from Dazzle, and Squangarlo, the smell is strong.
Oh, God, that smell. Why'd you say it like that?
And now, now you all smell it. This
Did you
just
blow the horn again? Why is he back?
you all smell it.
You can kiss him to death.
This
Can I?
fantastically stanky, fishy, funky.
I know that's going to sound very suspicious, but I need you all to know that's not me. I'm going to volunteer the information, and I need you to know it's not me.
That's so weird.
You interest you.
Before we dive into this smell, Vince,
Yes, please.
I would like to check after I wake up from these dreams. I just want to check in with my amulet, if I can.
Wow. Okay, let me see.
Oh, fractal lichen was in my dreams.
The amulet appears to almost be stuttering slightly. Like it's hard to tell what it means, but it feels like it's trying to form a connection with something else and is not quite getting through. That's how it feels to you.
Okay. Huh. I mean, dreams never mean anything, so we're probably good.
Did you have a dream, sir? Did you have bad dreams, sweetheart?
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Dreams mean nothing.
Dreams mean nothing particularly to us in this world.
No,
Yeah,
Well,
we
except for when
definitely.
all that stuff.
no good things happen in dreams.
And
True.
it doesn't have to because they don't matter.
And Squangarlo, you finally realize what that smell is, because it's coming from right outside. It's your favorite sticky fermented fish snack, stromsering.
Stromsering. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys! I know what the smell is. All right. So you know when you have a fish and you're like, I want this later, and you bury it, in the ground for like a long time, and then you come back later. I want this way later.
wow.
It's like when you need like a baked potato, but you're like, I'm probably gonna want it later, but you start the oven because it takes like an hour.
I have a question.
Answer.
Does this involve urine or a jar?
Oh, that's neither here nor there.
Is that a yes or a no?
Oh, it could be either, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go look.
But yes, you would recognize that.
We're just taking it slow.
You'd recognize that cheesy ammonia bouquet anywhere.
Oh.
And the source is right outside.
Mad at me?
I can't think of a worse smell. than
Cheesy ammonia.
God, but,
That's a lot what it's like.
No.
No.
for the record, I don't smell like
I'll
That-
follow Squangarlo outside.
The cheesy ammonia Mr. Clean is always 2 for 1.
For all the
And there's
Swedes,
a reason for it.
for all the Swedes in the audience, I promise you, I've had it. It's not that bad. I'm just being playful. I swear to God.
I have not had it. So I walk on outside.
Yes, and in fact, on a raft, you see there's someone who appears to be working their way up the river, and you smell that smell coming from them.
Smelly smell.
Squangarlo, you see a very familiar face, tucking into a piping bowl of fish goo, roughly 6'3", blonde and lightly blue-skinned and ripped half-elf, who sees you on the shore there and waves, pulling himself into the shore. Squangarlo! Oh, good pal. It's been so long since I've seen you. You were off attending college, weren't you? Did you finish your degree?
Hey, yes. I finished my degree. I graduated with honors. What the fuck? Why? What are you? What are you doing here?
I'm so
God,
sorry.
there are 2 of
Excuse
them.
my manners. I am Blonde Brawlo at your service.
So your voice got a lot higher and you started yelling, and this fish man was okay.
Yelling.
Squangarlo and I go back absolutely years. And oh, the memories we share of doing aquatic things.
What are aquatic
Very
things?
wet.
I don't understand.
Like,
Yeah, are you a mermaid? If you are, you have to tell us.
Of course I'm not a mermaid. I'm an aquatic half-elf, just like my buddy Squangarlo over here.
just like our
Make sure
best
what that
buddies. Best buddies we both
Where
are.
did you meet?
Oh, it was school
The
days,
school,
wasn't it?
yes, back in grammar
Before the
school.
cult or after the cult?
This was,
way before.
yes, pre-college. We grew up together.
No, the cult is not college. Is that?
Wait,
Okay.
you don't
Please,
also
I'm
Did you
going to
not
need-
finish college?
I'm going to need you to be cool for a minute because I told everyone back home that I went to college and am doing very well.
Everyone's very proud of you, by the way. The first of us to receive higher education. That's a big deal.
Isn't that a big deal for my whole village?
Could we just
I would
sidebar?
love to.
That'd be a very big
I would
deal.
love to do that right now. I'll be so quick.
Oh, you always are.
Ah!
I would love.
This is amazing.
I would love to have a chat about you and
Never go
all of this subtext.
I would love
I'm
to
gonna
talk
send a
for
message.
so long.
I'm gonna send a message to Klulik and just be like, get every piece of information you can.
Absolutely.
I'm changing my appearance to look as close, like just in the same way that blonde Blarlo is almost Squangarlo.
Blonde
I-
brawlo.
Brawlo.
Because I'm blonde and I brawl.
Cool. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna try to look like a blonde version of Dazzle.
A blonde version of Dazzle.
That's going to be weird to watch. But, all right.
Especially if they're on a different timetable, am I right?
Okay. Hey, let's. It's awesome man over there. Hi.
Hey,
Yes. Hi.
what the fuck?
Yes. So, in good faith, I fought the cult with college. the whole
Yeah,
time.
no, we got that.
I
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
I know.
I just
They
didn't know everyone else did.
Didn't correct them. I don't go back because that place sucks. And so does everyone there. And so I found a much better life around here. But I thought I'd still write home, tell them I'm doing well. Gonralo, there's so many ways to say it. Sucks. He also sucks like everyone.
Sucks. Okay.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where like we would play as kids, but instead of play, it's like I get pushed. And that's but it's like a fun game for everyone. And it's super
Okay.
cool.
Do you want? We can make you look really cool.
Would
When he
you?
told us he was going to Drananude Tech, we were all so proud of him.
Yeah, he's an amazing tinkerer, and he is just an absolutely very, very nice and kind person.
Oh, then he's learned a lot while he
As
was
we
there.
walk
Yeah.
back in, I just hook my arm and wing around him and just like leap up into his arms to be like, you better catch me.
Like, oh yeah, of course, catch me.
Squangy, you didn't tell me you'd met someone.
Terrible.
I did, and we've been.
This is really rough.
That is
We're
not a
doing
name
that.
that a friend gives another friend. I'm sensing even more of
Old
this subtext.
Squange.
We have met, and we have a label, and it is
Good.
good.
That sounds so real and legitimate.
It is.
He's got a keep now too.
A keep?
I do have a keep.
castle.
I'm still trying to find it. But I do somewhere in the world have a keep, a whole castle, and we.
You know what?
What's up?
It's
Yes, you talk now.
On the topic of property acquisition, it's funny you mentioned that. I recently got started in the restaurateur. There's no N. Restaurateur business. I bought a franchise of fantasy chilies.
That's
Here
so
in
great.
Toulouse.
That's so great. It's so funny you say that because I am general owner manager of Fantasy
That's
TGI
so many
Fridays.
titles. Wait,
Oh my gosh. I love Fantasy TGI Fridays.
It's so good.
It's the best. I love the flair.
Yeah, they wear so much
I didn't
flair.
know.
And I think Poppy goes over to
On
you and
pain
casts
of death.
heroism on you.
Oh,
You get braver.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
Let me tell you something. If the
what's up?
employees don't wear the flair, bad things happen to them.
Yes. So I generally run the Fantasy TGI Fridays.
Oh
I've
my
had
God.
a grand idea to turn it into a bit of a performance cafe, so we get fascinating people, rolling through every week. We have an incredible employee of the month, Bora, every single time. Incredible.
I love all of your ideas. It blows my mind that you have restaurant experience. Because, this is going to be perfect. Okay,
You know,
so
restaurants are like the worst sort of business to run.
100% turn a profit within the first 2 years. That's what I read, and it's true.
Where did you read that?
I wrote it.
Hi, I'm Blazzle, by the way.
Oh, this has been a weird day.
Blazzle, you are enchanting, by the
Thank
way.
you.
The trees are positively
Oh, she
whispering.
faints. She
oh,
faints.
No.
I just
Is he gonna catch her?
Ow.
Is he gonna catch her or what?
I think he just watches.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
But
do
Poppy
you catch her?
Poppy goes to catch you and stagehand just pushes against your back.
Ooh, that looked like whiplash.
I like hit and then sort of like slowly flop over.
It's more of a developed skill set than you would think.
Klulik leans in to Blonde
Blonde
Brawlo and is like, just so you know, it's considered genteel when a lady faints to catch her.
That is fascinating.
Wait, is Blonde Brawlo still like? I thought he was in the river. Like,
I'm on the shore now,
Yeah,
but I've
okay.
got my boat with me.
okay, I was
You have
just
a
checking.
boat?
It's more of a raft.
I'm so sorry. You probably get this all the time.
Yes.
But what the fuck are you doing here?
Well, I came over to Turin specifically to open up my fantasy chilies.
so cool.
I bought it for a single silver. I thought, what a deal! Out in a forest. However, here's my conundrum, and I'm hoping you can help me out with your ample general managing experience. Every cook or server or performer or customer I send to the chilies just disappears
Is that right?
into thin air. Now, I don't know what that could be because it's been happening even before people started turning into plants. So, who's to say? But if you could have a look, I would reward you handsomely.
Oh, that's...
For old time's sake, Squangy.
Yes, all the good memories. Can I have another sidebar real quick?
I love those. I love that for you.
Now, when you say that you've been friends for a while, tell me a fun story about Squangy.
And just to clarify, did you want us to go and see this like right now?
If you could, that'd be great.
Hi. Seems like first of all, no friendship. Not my friend.
Okay.
I've done a lot of soul searching. Not my friend.
Great.
Seems like a hard left turn. Other than maybe the plant situation he mentioned. I don't want to do him a favor.
You know, I say the weirder the tracks in front of us, the more likely we're following the plot.
All right. Fair enough.
That's
I
real
think-
wisdom. Right
I
there.
think we should go and check out the competition and maybe burn it down.
All right. Yes. You're wonderful. I'd like to talk later when not.
Can you just
not
kiss
around.
her now? Please.
Sure, that's not for us. They just got a good label.
We did just get the label of good.
Yeah.
We're good.
And then he pulled both feet out of the custard and found he was stuck
Let's go
naked.
check out the fantasy chilies.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to that?
Do it. Let's go.
You'll
But where
do
we're
it.
going is right there.
Yeah,
What?
where is it?
We want
Where
to
is
go back into the forest.
Oh,
with the
no.
dead
Where's
the
plants
Everyone, hop on my raft.
Okay,
I'll
great.
take you
I was
right
gonna
to
say
it.
you're gonna take us
It's
across
the
the river,
other
right?
way.
Yeah.
You're continuing. You're getting closer to Kalangua.
Excellent. And we got our extra 3 passengers with us. Are they all coming with us?
Oh, of course they. Yes, and free stromsöring for anyone who wants it.
That is
I've got
so
good.
generous.
bowls of
Yeah, thank
plenty.
you.
I'm
That
actually
is-
good.
I'll try some. Thank you so
I'm all
much.
set.
Hey, Squangy.
What's up?
Squangy.
Are we starting that now?
Why don't if you want, you
I
can,
promise
you
to
can
never
accept
call
the
you that.
snack if you want.
It's okay. I'm good. I'm full. I'm all full today.
Would you like something?
Okay.
Yes,
all
I'm
right.
great. I'm great. I'm so happy to see someone from my past, from the town I grew up in, doing super great.
May I offer you a red vine?
I would love one. Oh my god, I'm starving.
While we're on the raft heading over, I'm just gonna catch Poppy and Kai up on Fantasy TGI Fridays about how we acquired the property, about how the people fled, and we just kind of were like, well, we might as well open up the business, you know? Like, whatever.
And I feel like
Somewhere to
sometimes it's
land.
real and sometimes it's not. And I'm
No,
not
it's
quite
real.
Sure.
Definitely real.
Okay.
Canonized.
You know, like the keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Listen, above game, let's make this something very straight. I own a castle, Vince. I
Somewhere.
own a castle somewhere, and when I
Somewhere.
find it,
The wedding happened.
Yeah.
However, you all are indeed taken up the river, but as all these bizarre events unfold, we have a confessional for Poppy.
Okay.
okay.
So this has been a very interesting day because I have come to this place to look for my family, but every person I've met so far along my journey hates their family. They're very scared of them, or they're bad people, or they did cult stuff, or they have bullies as friends. Or they own people. I wasn't scared before because I thought maybe that my family is not alive anymore because I know Faye time is a little different, but I think I'm getting, I think it's fear. I feel fear. What if who I came from is bad people too? I don't like that. Okay. I think we're just going to go to a haunted Chili's now.
Wait until you try the haunted skillet.
You all are making your way up the river now, which simply reeks of strumsooting. And it's a bit slick with it too. And yeah, I mean, Ella, you probably like it.
It's fine. I'm a turtle.
Yes, you have a question.
Can you let me know when we're about a minute away from
Oh my god,
place
that's
we're
now.
going? Oh, cool. I'm gonna cast Modify Memory on Blonde Barolo. I refuse.
Blonde Barolo?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to him?
I'm gonna tell him a beautiful memory of you ran into your friend, Squangarlo. You were so proud because he seemed so cool and had his shit together. Is in a good relationship that didn't make you weird and feel awkward on his behalf when you were witnessing
And
it.
they got together at exactly the right time.
Exactly. And then you were so excited about this prospect, this new restaurant, but then you sold it to Squangarlo. Yeah.
He offered me 2 silver for it.
Yeah.
I've doubled my
Already
money.
paid for it.
And it
So
hasn't even
now-
been 2 years.
My god. I'm an absolute real estate maven.
And so now you're just showing us the property, and then you're going to go and, do some therapy. Change your life. Your attitude is toxic at best.
Now,
And
wait a
maybe
second.
you should be the kind of
I
person
will
other
stop
people
smelling
wanna be.
death sticks.
Just
Yeah.
above game, Abria, if therapy exists in this world, it all falls apart. The entire plot falls apart.
I was the therapist for everybody.
You
I
know
thought
what?
we established that last week.
Yeah.
But there's no name for it.
He's made appointments with Kaylee.
Yeah, with Kaylee.
No.
In game, Kaylee Bray in the world of Boras is just like, I can help.
The United States government keeps saying
Now,
the same thing. If you had
listen.
access to therapy, this whole thing would
You
fall,
fall
apart.
apart.
I know we've already closed, and escrow is settled, and I appreciate it.
Awesome.
It's a bit of a fixer-upper. However, there's
So
a
am
lot
I.
lot of room to grow in there, right? Room for a nursery. It comes down to it.
You
a
could raise a
restaurant.
child in a Chili's.
Shadow work hasn't started yet.
Straight up vomits off the side of the raft.
Oh, the strumsooting will do that.
Oh, sorry, sweetheart.
However, that is still good. Here's where you get off.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's it. That's it. That guy was in the title of the episode.
It's been so good to see you, and I know I'm going to see you again.
I have also seen you today. And please tell everyone back home that I say hi.
I will tell them all that, and that you finished your degree and you're married now. It's sealed in stone, it's locked in my memory, and I'm going to go.
Yes, you should absolutely.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye. All right, we're going
Bye.
to Chili's,
Don't
everybody.
forget to do the shadow work. You have to work on yourself.
I'm going to make some self-improvements.
Self-improvements.
I'm going to swear off strumsooting. And he just mutters to himself as he goes further up the river.
Did you add the marriage?
No, I didn't. That wasn't. Sorry, I was thinking. Hold on.
We just said we were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's,
I know.
Apparently, it's up for interpretation.
Yeah,
like I
people
said-
have a lot of societal ideas about what that means.
Right.
The
Here's the
room-
last
I
year,
can lie
really.
and tell you I didn't.
Look,
think
there
it, but
really
I
doesn't
left
have to
on
be
it
a
a little
label
bit when
for
I was
it.
casting. I'm so sorry.
I left my hometown. It's like they all do it by like 18, and then
Yeah,
they form
God.
like they join the military, and they come back, and they're like, oh, I've got a 4-year-old kid, and it's like
Yeah.
it's a whole thing.
Please, most of the people I know are married
Listen,
by 4.
sometimes it's best just to take. Oh my God, what?
He's a bird,
I'm a
birdie.
bird.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not even going to get into what the summer Feywild's like. I'm just gonna stay
I
quiet.
would love to know sometime, though.
We shake it very naked.
Oh.
Beautiful trees of oak,
Speaking
teak,
of Fae.
maple, aspen, birch, and alder line a gently weathered dirt road, and pleasant herbal scents dance in the breeze. When all of you feel something coming over you, and you realize that whereas
Allergies.
there were so many Timothans before,
Oh.
there are so many Timothans again,
Oh.
but they become all of you.
Whoa, no.
Oh no.
What a
And you
terrible
all feel
time.
yourselves becoming a little more Timothan inside.
This is not weird for me.
Can you do the
Yeah,
same
no,
thing?
totally, guys. If anyone wants to like key into it, yeah, I'll key into it. Dude. I'm here, man. What's up, dude? Yo, I fucking love fantasy chilies.
If you were gonna give like a key phrase to help people get into Timothy, what would it be?
I'm pretty sure my phrase of the day is, "Let's get crunk at fantasy chilies."
Let's get crunk.
Bottomless margs, baby.
About that.
I
Let's
got
do
a
it.
question.
All marks are
Yeah,
bottomless
what's
if
up?
you don't wear
Am I
pants.
still Poppy, just with a stupid voice? Or
Right
am
now
I
it's all-
Timothy?
That's an excellent question.
Right now, it's all just like on the inside.
Oh.
Poppy, my bro, that was
kept-
a great question,
Thanks,
and I
bro.
commend you for asking it.
That's all that went through my tiny mind.
I keep doing
Well,
this. I don't have a goatee.
I just feel
Do
like
I
should.
have one? Oh my god.
I don't
He's
have
a bad boy.
Chin
For some
strap.
reason,
true.
I want to
We
make
got it.
obscene
We keep it
hand
clean.
gestures also.
Where did I
with
get
my
this tiny
tongue.
ponytail?
I don't know why.
Why do I think this is funny now? Something about this is extremely hilarious to me.
Just around the bend, a small structure comes into view. A humble single-story affair built of driftwood, coral, and what appears to be papier-mâché kelp. The door is hanging open, and the sign reads, in haphazard, hand-painted font, "Fantasy Chilies."
Wow, it's very aquatic.
I can read the aquatic accent.
No, we're still me.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fascinating.
Sure.
Did we have to carry
I
you
knew
on the
that
litter?
because we all now have a hive mind.
We do.
I see no problems with this whatsoever.
Now, my bros, if
up,
I may
bro?
pose a question to you, and I
Please,
hope I'm
Captain.
not out
Do,
of line.
bro.
Absolutely,
that.
bro.
I'd like to know.
I love hearing our voice.
Yeah, bro.
Braun, blah, 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 blah.
I will never know that guy's
Juan Brala.
name.
Yeah,
Bralo
Brar.
did mention that people would mysteriously disappear on the way to this Chili's. Are we worried about disappearing or perhaps finding those who disappeared?
I'm not worried about finding those who disappeared. In fact, I'd say it's core concept of what I'm trying to get did.
I want to scream
Excellent.
Wild Stallion so badly.
Live your truth, bro.
Wild Stallion! Fantasy!
No, there are a lot of wild stallions. You don't have to say
No,
fantasy.
there's horses.
Wait,
There's horses.
my bro Ella has a really good point.
What's up, bro?
Like, what if we have actually disappeared, like, right now?
Bro!
What if the green you see is not the same as the green I
All
see?
right, bro check.
Wait,
check your
bro,
bro.
Are you saying that we could have two different greens?
Check. Oh,
What if
we're
our
gonna-
whole universe
check
is
me
like
out,
an
check you,
atom
bro.
in the finger
like
of
you
like
got
another guy in
We're
another
still
universe?
Like when
Another
Fantasy
Stevenson?
Horton, Fantasy heard of Fantasy Who,
Yeah,
bro?
bro.
Whoa.
That's a lot of
You said
fantasy,
chloroplast
bro.
earlier. That was pretty wild.
That's so many syllables.
I learned a plant word.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as a boat
So,
word.
like,
we are gonna
Tafferel.
go into this fantasy
We're
chili
going
I'm already
in.
going.
What?
Or what?
Let's go in for some margs, baby.
Can
Oh,
we
there gotta be
maybe
I blow the horn.
detect magic before we go in?
Let's
That is
definitely
an
do that.
excellent question,
I'm
my dude.
too busy broing down.
The Scottish dude in the kilt shows up. All right, who are we killing, my dudes?
Oh my god.
What
What we're killing is a sick app platter. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah!
Is he part of the hive mind?
He is
We'll
now.
send
Whoa,
him
I
in
knew you were
first,
going to ask
and then we'll
that.
see if we could maintain like a mental connection.
That seems really smart.
My bro has come up
bro.
with two good ideas.
Thanks, bro.
I think
Number
after
You're super validated.
Number one, we're sending in the Scottish dude.
Yeah.
Number two, we should detect magic.
I would love
Probably
to do that.
should.
Oh, okay. You.
Okay.
Do you want, bro? We could both do it.
Oh my God.
We could circumnavigate. That's 3 big words for us.
Whoa.
the fucking.
You took the
You
whole
used
hiding
your
mind
whole
to
brain
out there.
budget there.
That was
bruh.
it.
That's a
I
big
don't
word
have
for
thoughts
Elmo.
no more.
I'm gonna
bro.
go back to back with my fellow Timothy.
Let's go.
in like full on like boy band pose
Shit.
and detect magic in one direction.
I detect magic in the other.
One direction, huh?
You are.
What's
I actually,
popping?
this is
I don't know
horrible.
where it came from. But I got
You
a
did
camera.
this,
I did this to us.
I'm taking a sick photo.
Dang, someone on my dating profile.
There is no magic on the exterior
I'm
of the
holding a
building.
fish and taking a nap with a tiger.
There is no magic on the exterior of the building. However, you detect what could be some magic deeper within. It has a little bit of a fey flavor, but you'd need to get a little bit closer inside to detect it.
That's one of the many things you can order with the baby back ribs. Either the Cincinnati rub, the Fay flavor, or the spicy barbecue.
What about a Jack Daniels sauce?
Oh, I forgot about Jack Daniels.
No,
Jack
Jack Daniels is ours.
Exclusively.
Oh my God.
Fantasy TGI
You say
Fridays.
ours. I'm both Timothy and not affiliated with the previous iteration.
Schrodinger's Timothy.
Hey, you're part of the hive mind now.
You're-
hive mind. You own 1/8 of a fantasy TGI
That is
Fridays.
fucking incredible.
As
Like
you
would
are
like to
so
look down at the automaton monkey and be like, "How we doing, bro?"
Little Spoon just gives a head nod and then like leans back on all of his strings and starts doing like matrix dips.
You all,
Yo, are we man
unfortunately,
spreading, bro?
feel yourself
Insane choreo.
becoming slowly less Timothy.
That's a bummer. I want to keep it.
Weird.
Well, I mean, you can.
I can.
Wow,
Or
bro,
any of us that you absolutely.
that felt weird. Oh no, sorry.
That was very strange.
that
You
felt
still
weird.
call me bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Can we go into this,
I'm
Chili's?
in.
Yes, let's go in.
You know that's like it's a portal. Wait,
are
where'd the
you?
Scottish guy go?
I'm Sano. I've been here the whole
I'm
time.
sorry.
No, we've all
Sorry,
we've all
which
been
Sono?
around.
There's three, I thought.
Yeah.
Sono A or Sono F?
I claimed A.
No,
Okay.
Well, it's still on the table. We're still talking about it.
Okay,
Is it
I'm
dangerous?
going in the Chili's.
I'm
Oh,
going
I
in.
thought we left
I'll go.
the man, the Scottish man.
Did
to
the
go.
Scottish
what
guy
did
go
the-
through?
Did the Scottish guy go through, and did we lose connection with him in the Timothy hive mind?
You were so distracted.
God damn it.
No, he went in there, but the Timothy hive mind went away right as he entered. So he's in there.
This is like
Okay.
fantasy annihilation. I like this voice.
I like
You
it
can
for
keep
you.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it
so
actually works.
fun.
You don't have
Yeah.
to stop doing it.
I won't.
Okay, I go in.
Yeah,
For
I'm
someone
going
who
in
went
the
to school
Chili's.
here. It
I'm in
took
as
you a
well.
long time to key into it.
Inside, shutters rattle against window frames, and a sickly sweet odor fills the air. Like vanilla and almonds, but twisted, as though it were tainted or corrupted somehow.
Just a little bit twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit strumsurd. There's a lot of old growth in here. Like it's been abandoned for decades, and it's dark. It's hard to make out any further in. You can't even see to the far wall of the building.
This place is shit.
I guess we should have considered when franchising that this did only sell for a silver.
Chirp puts or Klulik puts up astral visage,
Mm-hmm.
and that lets me see through regular and magical darkness.
Damn!
What this Chili's look like?
You realize the old growth inside is undulating, pulsing. It's alive. At the other end, there's a leafened chrysalis, a light echoing softly from within. And as you're all now inside the Chili's, you hear
You did that.
you hear
Could've been
a
anything.
voice, unmuffled, unobstructed, but discordant. And it says, I have tasted of your life. I am ready to rain spring over the world. I am his vessel, his avatar, but I require just a bit more. The growth lashes out, piercing into Sano and Subtle, and you watch as they scream and crumble into compost before you, drawn into the floral mass. Squangarlo, another vine rockets toward Trena, and you have only a moment to react. What do you do?
Well, I'm sorry. Which one's Trina?
The good. The
Amelia.
Her name's Amelia.
Got it. I thought we were going by
Amelia.
Amelia. I quickly throw up first level shield in front of her as a reaction.
And does that require any roll, or what does that work? How does that work mechanically?
That's a great question.
It adds a number to her AC. Is it a 5?
One reaction when you take targeted by let's see here,
He has a +5 to
plus 5 AC.
Okay, the vine goes out to strike at her, and it realizes it is repelled by this shield, at which point it turns attention to what deprived it of its prey, and it pierces into Squangarlo.
F that. I can use my reaction to cast silvery barbs. I know what you're trying to do, and I don't care. We have mechanics for this.
You know what? Bring them all.
Yeah.
Bring them
Okay.
all.
I do.
Cast it.
Re-roll.
He's not allowed to leave, actually. He's
Yeah.
trapped here with us.
Re-roll the d20. Use the Laura roll.
It was advantage in the first place. Oh. What is your AC?
15.
No. Wait, yes. What?
I met your AC.
Bullshit.
That was 15. That was 11 on the die plus 4.
I believe you. It's okay. I'm gonna use the rest of my spell. I choose you. You're within range. You have advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw in the next minute.
Oh, okay, amazing.
You're gonna need it. It
That'll
sounds
be
like.
Yeah,
handy.
try to get him out of here.
That'll be
I'm gonna make
handy.
it hard. Use the mechanics.
That'll be handy if it comes down to a save.
Hang on.
Everyone,
You're all very
wait.
nice.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I impose disadvantage on you. Steel Defender steps in front
This
of
is so many
Squangarlo.
rolls.
Yep.
Is that a reaction?
Yes.
Okay. I don't even know what to roll at this point. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, perfect. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Because I can keep rolling forever.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I imagine you'll all just continue to throw random things at
100%.
me.
Yeah.
You're all very nice.
I'm sorry. We like him.
Yeah.
Try harder to get rid of him.
This will come down to a save.
Okay.
This will come down to a save on Squangarlo's part. You bought that much because initially there was no save.
Okay.
So, I will say, Squangarlo
Is
gets
it
a
flat?
save here. Huh?
Is it flat on his part, or will you still allow further shenanigans?
You can do things that'll buff his save.
Okay.
However, what the save is for, that is what you'll discover in a moment.
Okay.
The vine pierces into Squangarlo's flesh, and Squangarlo, you feel yourself changing, shifting. You have enough time to choke out a handful of words, a couple of sentences. You have a moment, a few precious moments. What do you do?
Dazzle, this is not the most exciting moment for me. There was a lot I wanted to tell you, and I don't think I have much time anymore. So I wanted to say, I'm looking for a lot right now. I'm searching for a lot right now in my life, in my career, in my studies. But I already know one thing, and that's where home is, and it's a who. So I just wanted to let you know that no matter what happens right now, I was very happy to be here.
The whole time he's speaking, I want to grip onto the vine that's come in and cast a sacred flame through it and just illuminate it with just a sparkling damage that shoots up the vine.
Neat. Roll that. Is that a save on the vine's part?
No, it is not. I don't
Okay.
believe so. That's just regular.
Squangarlo, you managed to get
is it a
those
full
last
save?
words
Oh no, it is
out.
save. It's a deck save for a
Okay.
vine.
Bless your heart, Squangarlo. Bless your heart, Squangarlo.
Okay.
Bless.
The vine made the save. Is that half damage,
That's a cantrip, so
or is
it's
it like
damage.
a nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens because the cantrip.
I will give you this because it was close. It was close. You can cast that spell, and while it will not burn the vine, you illuminate the vine, and you notice how that light seems to permeate and remain in that tendril connected to Squangarlo. Even as Squangarlo, you choke out those final words.
We'll stop this. We'll stop it.
Roses bloom in your mouth and your voice cuts short. You feel your skin becoming wooded and coarse as you are drawn into the chrysalis, still illuminated by that vine. However,
Can I throw
roll
something
me.
out of my pocket as well?
As you're drawn away, something does fall from your body. A small bundle. Could you describe it?
Yeah, a small little pouch that was clearly handcrafted but of good quality, very tightly and neatly wrapped, sort of iridescent gold fabric with something small inside.
falls to the ground, almost as if he was attempting to hand it to you right before he froze completely, and is drawn into the chrysalis. Now, Squangarlo, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw, and for all the shenanigans that took place here, I will give you advantage on that roll.
You're not giving it. My spell gave him advantage.
Well, that's true.
This is not magnanimous
In
on
that
your end.
case,
It's how the mechanics work.
I'd like you to roll 3 d20s.
Woo! Don't forget bless.
Oh, bless.
May I have one of yours?
Oh. Give him a pickle. Give him a pickle.
Pickle's not been.
Oh, what? Okay, that's fair enough.
today.
Hold on, let me see pickle. Hold up. You got this, buddy.
You can do it.
Use mine pickle as well.
Never pickles.
Always pickle. Yes, pickle.
An 18, a 12, and a 14. So 18 plus Constitution, that's 24.
D4.
Okay.
Plus
What was the 18?
D4.
Plus 4d4.
Plus a d4? Plus 4 d4?
4
No,
d4.
plus a d4.
Oh my god, damn!
Plus 17
Plus another five.
That's a
d6s.
6. That's a
Just a
D6.
Oh, gosh darn it, sorry.
The triangle.
Be cool.
Squangy.
A 4.
Ooh.
So it's a 28.
Okay. Squangarlo, your mind swims as you feel the blooming fecundity of spring
No.
trying to take you over. And you come to understand that it very nearly did. That this process not only consumes who you are physically, but who you are fundamentally, your energy added to this whole that is being built to empower this thing in this chrysalis. However, by the power of your friends and what they offered you in those final moments, you retain yourself. While your body is consumed, you still remain yourself therein. But to all of you, you see him wither and melt and die and disappear into the chrysalis as food.
Oh, no.
Chirp casts, or Klulik casts astral arms and is going to go for the chrysalis immediately.
As you prepare to take revenge for this, the chrysalis splits open, and a few long fingers and arms peel their way out.
No.
And that is where we will end for tonight.
Monster.
And that's why you don't eat at Chili's, even at the airport.
Not even Chili's to go.
No.
Now, I realize that due to time, there were 4 remaining Shimmy Stands products we did not distribute. Those will be handed out, and in fact, they are already written down next week. We will give those out perhaps as consolation prizes to
Wait, that's hurtful.
help help get them over the death of Squangarlo.
The death is what?
Okay.
He's
first
not
of
dead.
all-
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's not
Excuse
dead.
me.
I refuse.
Within the fiction, he is dead.
You all think he's dead.
We don't know.
Mad dead.
We don't know.
Let the at-replies come. However, thanks to all of you wonderful viewers, we have smashed our goal for tonight. And so, we leave you with the advice of Beniantha and a bit of live interaction with chat as our favorite German rock will help us to sign off for the night.
This is an advice column. We're usually Beniantha's pretty good at advice. This feels like a weird time to be doing this now.
I have some questions for Beniantha now myself.
So if Chad has any questions or needs advice from Beniantha, go ahead.
Beniantha, you can certainly begin to speak to our viewers off the bat or offer some advice to the rest of the heroes in the adventure, or however you'd like to do it. You may take it away.
What is life? What is this shared experience that we have? Love and loss, joy and pain, all of it as one, as the universe experiences itself. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot have laughter without tears. So worry not for Squangarlo's loss, for you have all your experiences with him already. How to get over grief? MXLLY17 wishes to know. Well, there are 5 stages of it, and there's no wrong order to take it in. Perhaps you're angry first, you deny it later. You feel you accept, and then you feel depressed. This is how it goes.
One more?
Oh, the 5th one?
Yeah.
Heart.
Yeah.
And by your powers combined.
Yeah.
Go planet.
That was very good.
Let's
I
see
also heard it
here.
crack my back.
Let's see.
Beniantha, what happens to you now, says Emily 13. I suppose that's not up to me. But is it up to any of us? Yes, we have agency in our lives. But the cruel webs that are weaved by the fingers of fate are not the fingers of our own.
I love Nietzsche the Rock.
I guess so. Was he absorbed into Werner Herzog? Sort of super 390. That's how it goes. Also, thank you to Kaylee for making me exist as a Christmas gift. How very nice of this.
Mustache.
Why is he? Is it a mustache?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a philosopher beard, but I suppose it could be a mustache.
I thought that was his hair. I think.
I also thought it was his hair for a really long time, but you've always explained it as a mustache.
I thought it was like Otto von Bismarck with the big old.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did you not know it was hair?
No!
You've been holding him upside down this whole time.
I'm sorry,
I
what was the rock
I didn't
stand up?
want to tell you.
The mustache was so good.
The best part
No,
of
this
this
is
is
way
that
better.
Kaylee understands that authorial intent leaves the
Yes!
creator
Yes.
the
Death
second
of
the
the
creation
author.
leaves.
Yep.
Oh,
If it's
When
a
I
mustache,
designed-
it's a mustache.
When I designed this rock with googly eyes, did I say put hair on it? Yes. Did you immediately decide it was a beard? And I was like, yeah, yes,
Amazing.
and I guess.
No, I appreciate it a lot. That's great. Thank you for letting me discover it on my own. That's
I've been
very
the rock
special.
upside down for so long.
How does Beniantha feel about that?
Oh my god. You ever like find like a weird mole on your leg, but it's actually like better?
Better than what?
I don't know, it's like it functions as something different now. You're like, I got a can opener, this is great. So like hair is better, it's just cool.
Have you had that experience?
Yeah.
Haven't you ever opened
Got a
a
Wi-Fi
can
router
with
in
your
my leg.
bowl?
This is
That's
relatable content.
5G. Alright, let's get some more questions here. Let's see.
I love this gold test.
Oh, yeah, probably scroll.
Do you prefer being right side up or upside down?
What is your Chili's order?
Yes.
Oh man, I guess if I like have to go to a Chili's, if I'm
Which we
try-
don't do anymore.
don't do it
Clearly
anymore.
not.
Like boneless wings, which are like aren't wings by the way. It's like it's
on.
literally like tenders.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
They're
I
chicken
truly
tenders.
feel
Chicken
like
nugget.
Elmo in this moment. Like, how does Rocco eat? Rocco doesn't have a mouth.
I was thinking about this Rocco thing the whole time.
All right, I guess you're right. That's Carl Weezer. So. All right. Chocolate chip melted on your leg. Yes.
Are you talking about your mole again?
Yeah, someone wrote in the chat.
That the mole was a chocolate chip.
That's pretty good. What does Beniantha do for self-care? Oh my god. Alright, so like every once in a while it's nice to like go and do some like archery outside. Like you just set up a target and like commune with nature. Yeah, it's like real nice. Like imagine like an autumn day and you read the wind. You're like, I'm here with nature. There's no separation between me and the arrow, and you just let it fly. And where it lands is not up to you the moment it leaves the bow, much like grief.
Hold on.
What is no?
Does Benny have to experience ego death?
Yeah, all the time. He had a crazy weekend in Joshua Tree one time. He experienced ego death twice. It's crazy, dog. Let's see here.
Is Beniantha into ayahuasca and crypto?
Oh,
God.
a long time ago, not the crypto. Let's see. Where'd it go? What is Beniantha's birthstone? He is tourmaline himself. Not
He
this
is
version, but
tourmaline.
he's tourmaline. You hate tourmaline.
No, that was great. That was
Oh.
a good answer.
I actually had to like choose it in the character page, so you know.
Oh,
I was like, why not? Yeah. Let's see. Does Beniantha have any siblings? Oh man. Yes. Beniantha used to be part of a great haunted castle. Oh, it was so ancient and ruined, and then it dropped off, and like this part dropped off as like a spire collapsed in a parapet. You know, we can all learn words about things that don't matter anymore. What was yours for the ship?
Taffrel.
Taffrals are much like the parapets of castles.
How many flying buttresses?
Oh, so many. Oh, well, the Gothic style didn't really come into play until later, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an architecture guy. Let's see here. Will you still be friends with Little Spoon? Oh, how sad would that be? I don't know. It's up to Vince. I would love to remain friends with Little Spoon.
I have limits too.
But Vince has limits too. And if not, then at least we have our memories.
I think on that, we'll probably say we've had a lovely adventure with our little rock friend and his
We don't take Benny
his
away from us.
sidekick. His sidekick, really.
His sidekick,
His
Squangarlo.
student, his protege, if anything,
Familiar.
Squangarlo. There may be more Beniantha in our future and, no doubt, more Squangarlo.
What? Why? You said he's dead.
hey, you know what? You guys had to throw all your mechanics into it. So
Bring
you know what?
back our Swimbo.
Maybe he's still out there somewhere.
Hell yeah.
You don't know.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm like not busy.
Have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go around the table one more time. Tell us all who we are, who we've been, and where to find us.
And also, whether you're a pickle or a never pickle.
Gina DeVivo.
That's now available.
I have been Gina DeVivo playing Poppy, your fire genasi artificer. You can find me online at Pocket Gina. Things are happening. I can't say any of them yet. So, but I will say this: pickle, yes. Pickle, yes for me. I love pickles.
Nice.
Fried pickles. I used to drink the juice. I'm a weird cat. I like pickles.
You pickleback lady?
No, but I don't like shots.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is that
I
what
love
that
a
is?
pickleback.
Yeah.
Pickleback
Yeah.
is whiskey and pickles.
It's chased
So
with,
good.
it's
Oh, yeah.
delicious.
It's just a pickle juice as a
It's
chaser.
fine, yeah.
I'd rather have the
I mean, I
strolling.
like the pickle juice part, but I don't think
Vile.
shots.
It works.
Bria, who are you?
Hi, I'm Bria Iyengar. Follow me on social media at Quiddy, Q-U-I-D-D-I-E. What can I talk about? Cowork 1991 is coming back February 14th. So come see what's happened to Laura.
It's for smooching.
It's for smooching.
That game is for smooching.
That game is all kisses.
Yeah,
And
and
no
all of
drugs.
the
Yeah, it's really
ships
pleasant.
that you have
Yeah.
that you want to
Where's
happen in
all our
co-op are just gonna
smooches?
happen.
Good. I got mine.
You made out with a Scotsman.
I didn't. I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
You
know it went
mimed it.
through.
You mimed it. I mimed it. That means it's real.
Anything that's mine.
You're my girlfriend now.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it meant nothing to you.
Anyway,
I didn't know it
hey,
landed.
it's still Black History Month. Focus on me. Shit, what else do I have to? I don't have another thing right now. Go check out the Tal'Dorei Reborn guide. It's in stores now, and I worked on that. So.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Anthony Carboni. You can find me everywhere on the internet at
Yes,
Carboni.
Ew.
Except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. Sage and I host a morning news show 3 times a week right here on this very channel. It's called It's Too Early, and you should watch it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Pacific time. I am very yes pickles. I love my pickle dice. But I just want to say, because I saw some of this in chat, people who are like, I can't buy pickle dice because I don't like pickles. The bag has a Never Pickles side.
And a Never Pickle sticker.
And a Never Pickles sticker, and you can still get beautiful dice that support this channel. So we just wanted to let you know that. They're
And
gorgeous.
hate pickles.
You can pick.
I am cosplaying
Pick your
Ash Pickle. Like
You
pickles.
kind of are.
And Mr. Damien.
Hi, I'm Damien Haas. I've been Squangarlo, and I've been very happy to be here. I
love you.
Thank you very much, and I love all y'all too. You can find me everywhere at Damien Haas, including here on Twitch. I'm pro pickle. I'm a yes pickles.
Are you not?
Welcome to the cool table,
Yes, you
Damien
can sit with us when you
Haas!
come back.
Are you guys both never pickle? I'm
No.
sorry. Say judo.
I'm glad we didn't label this.
I don't think you're good anymore, but you could be.
Good. Hi, I am Sage Ryan. I go by Not Sage everywhere on the internet. I am one of the people who founded this channel. So thank you for everybody who showed up. This is our 2nd episode in person ever, and there's been so many wonderful people, so supportive in chat. I, of course, am a never pickle. Absolutely not. Look,
Incorrect.
I spend so much time on this channel. I have not done all of this just for you to call the community pickles. Honestly,
Pickles!
Honestly, fucked. Honestly, fucked. Okay? Look, if somebody had pointed it out before I picked the channel name, it was too late. Yeah, never pickles. But I do really like. I do.
4.
Yeah, that's what you get.
I do
Yeah.
really like the
Yeah.
never pickle
Why don't
sticker
you
on my
maybe
laptop.
be-
Cursed by the pickles.
So go check them out. You
No.
can find me here all the time for all the things people mentioned. I'm usually streaming with one of the people at this table at least.
Sage only likes 3 flavors.
I think there was a nice
One of them is not pickle.
It was a 1.
Hey, Kaylee, who are you?
Hey everybody, I'm Kaylee Bray. I've been Ella Bray, your Turtle Death Cleric. I am also a never pickle.
Hold on. You have a chance. Leave her to rot in the Team Never Pickle. You can be with the cool kids.
Yeah.
Just walk away. Just walk away.
And by the way,
Maria?
Damien, we meant
That's
to
a
tell
20
you
on
that
the
if
pig.
you
Remember?
sit at the cool table, it's leaving her to rot.
Yes.
Well, then I'm not. Then
Well,
Listen, normally,
Don't change people's minds by making it sad.
yeah. What do you think the incentive was there, Anthony?
This table is my man and my husband.
Yeah, I
Come
like-
at me.
normally I will do
do better.
anything you tell me. However,
Not from you. I'm just
as
saying
another person who does kind of a lot on this network here, never pickles. Never pickles.
I have a solution.
Look, I like to
Give
eat
me
pickles.
your pickles.
I love a pickle.
Oh, actually, that's a great idea.
So you love
Wait,
pickles.
you like pickles?
Oh, I think
So,
pickles
yeah.
are delicious, but that's not the name of our community.
Yeah, little pickles.
And I am
That's what we're
Vince
voting
Casso.
on. Yes.
I've been your DM tonight. You can find me all over the internet at Vince Casso, and I am not Yes Pickles. I am always Pickles. Always Pickles.
There's links in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining tonight. Grab those dice, whether you are pickle or not.
Let us know though. You have to pick
And
a side.
yes.
Our pickle party.
Or don't.
Oh, well, join the Discord. Check us out on Patreon for all kinds of other fun shenanigans. And stay tuned for next week's show, where we're going to meet an entirely new character as a old face from this cast returns to join us finally in our story.
Yay.
Until then, have a wonderful night. I love you all. Be great. Good night.
Bye, little pickles.
Bye, little pickle.